Well, we're back. We're back at the 9 Club. It's another Monday. Oh, we got a special guest today. Special guest, Mikey Alfred is here.
Fellas.
Thanks for coming.
What's up?
How you been?
Really busy.
Yeah?
No. No, we don't do anything, do you?
Really happy, though.
How happy are you? Scale from 1 to 10.
10.
Don't lie. No, don't lie. You know?
He looks like he's always 10, dude.
I've embarked on a new level of happiness.
Oh.
Where I've realized it doesn't matter. Nothing matters at the end of the day.
When did you come to this new level of happiness?
I started watching Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, please, come on, bro. Come on. Are you going to give it? Yeah, there you go.
You know what's up. And I started looking at life differently, where I thought, I should care about this for like 6 hours.
And that's it.
And then after that,
But even 6 hours is too long, though, too.
it's a gradual growth.
Have you never seen it before?
Never.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh?
Were you a fan of Seinfeld, though?
Nope.
No, you weren't a fan of Seinfeld.
Are you
And
still not a fan of Seinfeld?
Interest-
I didn't actively not like it. I just never watched it.
Okay. Everybody wishes they could do what Larry David does on the show, you know? Just talk shit and say what's on their mind. I think 6 hours is a little too long still, you know? Maybe 20 minutes. I'm up to 20.
Everything is silly.
For sure. For sure.
Pretty much.
Were you like a shy kid growing up, or were you outgoing, or, you know?
Let me explain to you what type of kid I was.
Let's hear it. Yeah, let's hear it.
So when I was in 8th grade,
8th grade, you're about
I'm about 13.
13, right?
Every day at lunch, I had this business where I would say, you know, you're kind of nerdy.
Mm-hmm.
You always get pushed to the back of the line when we're going to eat lunch.
Okay.
Give me $5 when lunch starts, and I'm going to walk you to the front of the line.
Oh.
I was this kid where at the beginning of recess, I would go, my man, I'm going to walk you to the front. Give me $5. So he'll give me the money, and then I'll go, I know you always are last in the lunch line. You want some tater tots today, or you want to get skipped again? And I say, I want tater tots. And give me $5.
Wait.
So I'm collecting money
Okay.
from 4 or 5 kids,
Yeah.
and then I'll, like a teacher,
Mm-hmm.
you guys ready? You guys ready to go to the front? Yeah. I'll walk up. The lady who did all of our lunch name was Miss Lucy. Miss Lucy, how you doing? She'll smile. Hey, I'm going to walk these kids up to the front. Kids will be like, hey, you're cutting. Relax.
Really?
And I'll put the kids in the line. You'll still get your food, you know?
Were you cutting Miss Lucy into this deal too?
No,
Oh.
but Miss Lucy just loved me so much
Oh, okay.
that she would let it happen.
So you were a lovable kid.
Lovable kid, but kind of a jerk.
I mean, you know, because you're telling these kids that they're not cool, essentially, and that they're lame.
But it's because of what's happening. I'm not making that assessment just off character.
But maybe they didn't know that they weren't cool.
You just
you know,
pick
like
them from the end of the line.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
but-
like you never get what you want from lunch.
Yep.
You're always having to pick apart from like apples and chips.
what school did you go to that they didn't have enough food to feed all these children?
The thing was we had really, really good food, but it was all freshly made every day.
Oh, got you. Okay.
So if you didn't get there early,
If you weren't like the first 15 people in line, you're eating some trash.
Where were you in line?
Well, you know where I was in line.
You were in the front.
I was coming in wherever I wanted.
Okay. Okay.
And not because I'm a bully, but just because
You had a hustle going.
I'm me.
Right. Okay.
I'm going to walk to the
because the lunch
front,
lady liked you.
and you're not going to say anything.
Miss Lucy loved you.
Yeah.
But wait, so did you have a lot of friends in high school and stuff?
I would say this. Everyone knows me, and I know everyone.
Okay.
But I wouldn't call us friends.
Yeah.
Acquaintances.
Right. People always knew that there was a boundary with me, and there was like a wall there.
So not only were you lovable and likable to the lunch lady, but to everybody else.
Right.
Okay.
But to a degree.
Oh,
Kids knew, oh, Mikey's cool, but not that cool.
really?
Right.
Okay. You grew up, but we're talking about North Hollywood. Is that that's where you grew up?
North Hollywood.
Right.
Toluca Lake.
So you're growing up. You got this hustle going.
It's
Is that how you
junior
saved up
entrepreneur.
all the money to start Illegal Civ? Is it?
It's funny. My whole life, I was always the type of kid where when LimeWire first came out,
Oh, yep.
I would tell kids, what country album do you want? And they'll say, I want this. And they'll go, how much is it? $12. I said, I'm going to bring it to school tomorrow for $6.
Why country music?
Because the school I went to, it's all Italian, all Irish, and like Hispanic.
Okay.
So everybody's in the country.
Right.
Everybody's in like pop. And that was kind of it.
So you had a bunch of hustles going.
What was your first hustle?
My first hustle was the CDs.
CDs, okay.
Yeah, going on LimeWire, downloading music, burning it onto a CD, and then illegally selling it as
Right.
like a 5th grader.
And is there something that you're ashamed of?
There's nothing I'm ashamed of, period.
That's good. Right. All because of Curb.
I think Curb just taught me to own the things that I do,
That's right.
which makes it like okay.
Yeah.
The second you think it's weird, then it becomes weird.
That's true.
Yeah.
What's your favorite episode? Do you have one?
No.
No. What's one you just watched recently?
I watched one today where he had a problem with his TiVo.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the TiVo. Yeah.
And recording the Laker game and blah, blah, blah.
Wait, was this one where he was on the... Oh, no. I'm thinking of a different one. Where he was on the plane and the cable guy was it? You didn't see that?
That was his wife on the plane.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And the plane was about to crash, and she's calling her husband like, console me.
He's like, the TiVo guy's here.
The
I'd never
it's crashing, and he's like, I'm sorry, I can't deal with you about to die. The TiVo guy's here.
Right.
When is he going to be here again?
The TiVo guy never shows
I'll
up.
call you back in 10 minutes.
Right.
I hope you're still alive. I love you. And he hangs up.
They got a divorce. You know, they separated.
This is a new season, or
new season starting next month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
October 1st.
That's when my HBO subscription's gonna finally kick in.
nice.
Yeah. So you grew up in North Hollywood. You got
Yeah.
these hustles going, and were you making a decent amount of money doing these hustles, or were you just?
I've always been good at everything that I do.
Were you?
I used to have another hustle where I would paint people's addresses onto their curb,
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
and I would charge, $10, $15.
Just had like number stencils.
Right. So I would do number stencils. I would also take in people's trash cans.
Interesting.
So I would go around the neighborhood and I would tell like an old woman,
Yeah.
I know you hate taking your trash out. I had my little pitch.
Oh gosh.
And she'll say, I do hate taking my trash out. It's the worst thing of all time. I'm going to take care of it.
Really?
Every Wednesday when the trash guy comes, you're going to wake up and your trash is just going to be outside and you're never going to have to worry about it.
Oh my god.
I did that till I was like 16.
Oh,
Really?
seriously?
That was a serious hustle for me.
Wow.
Where I would charge people like $30 a month.
$30 a month? Damn.
I would have maybe, 20 clients and I'm bringing in like $300.
What are you doing with all this money?
I'm making a brand. So I'm 15 and I'm riding the bus downtown,
Okay.
buying blank t-shirts. Then I had a guy named Jacques.
Okay.
I'll never forget Jacques ever. He had one screen printing machine in his living room. So not his
Oh.
garage, but his living room.
Okay.
He had no furniture. He was maybe 50 or 60 years old. I was his only client. It was the most degrading and weirdest experiences every time I would go over there because I think he was a pedophile. But he would give me the greatest prices of all time.
Oh my gosh.
Would you
So-
go over there with like a knife or something to like protect yourself?
No.
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 Did you ever try to get weird with you?
So
I feel like we're gonna get a Jeremy Rogers story right now.
No, seriously.
I've always been the type of guy where how I feel.
Mhm.
You can just see it in my face.
Yeah.
Right.
And I remember I'm waiting for him to finish some shirts and I'm holding the plastic bag that he's folding the shirts and putting them in. And I'm waiting on the last shirt and his hand grazes my hand.
Oh God.
And I look up in his face and he's looking at me. And I closed the bag and I said, Jacques, thank you. And I gave him that look of,
Dude.
I will fucking kill you.
Right, right.
Don't even try it.
Wow.
But I closed the thing and he was the coolest guy ever.
Okay.
For doing this for me. And then I got out of there. The second I was able to afford like a real screen printer,
You went there.
I went and did
Right.
that.
Was it weird when you went back to Jacques?
I never went back. to
No,
Jacques.
after that, no.
Never.
No. Did you like in your mind were you like trying to like plan something out like okay, if he does this, I'm going to do this?
No.
Or that was all instinct and just natural reaction?
Planning violence. It's
Not-
never
no,
gonna
no, no,
work
no.
like
No.
you think it will.
Not
you know?
violence though, but like
Retaliate.
How to protect
you know,
yourself.
yeah. If you're in his house, are you like looking? Okay, I can
I can
go out
grab
that
that,
window. I
smash
can
it.
go out here. The door's open. You know what I mean? Like no born identity. Like
Nothing.
planning shit out in your mind.
Because it's just me and him.
Yeah.
So I have no reason to be scared.
Okay.
If you try something, what are you gonna do?
Right.
Literally though, Did that for years.
Okay.
Stopped. Got a real screen printer, and that's when it started to become a real business.
Well, what were you screen printing though back then? 15.
Just the IC logo, so it would just say IC with
Okay.
Illegal Civilization
Oh,
written under
gotcha.
it.
Who did that logo for you?
Me. I
Oh,
was
you
the
did.
First,
Okay.
I did the first logo.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Where did the name come from?
We made a video when we were 13 called Spark of Life.
Mhm.
Now, listen, I don't want to interrupt you, but you were on the show at the Flare premiere. And
Yeah.
you told me a story that I didn't remember. I didn't remember this story, but you said that you emailed me
Yeah.
and wanted me to come to the premiere.
Yeah.
And I emailed you back and said,
And I was ecstatic. You told me you were busy, but good luck, and I hope you kill it.
right.
So,
This kind of guy I am, Rush. You know? Yeah.
and I'll get into that whole type of thing in a second.
Okay.
But I made Spark of Life. I was 13, premiered it at Active Burbank.
Mm-hmm.
The next day, we were just trying to come up with, okay, what's the second name for our new video?
Mhm.
And it was Illegal Civilization.
Okay.
So at first, that was just supposed to be the name of a film, but then it stuck, and we made it a company. And
Yeah.
Da-da-da.
But that's rad because it's just organic. It just happened
Yeah.
like you weren't really.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. For
Exactly.
sure. But I mean, how did you get into the whole skate? Like you grew up around skaters or?
How did I get into skating in general?
Yeah. I mean, where did you pick up a board and like
Right.
do all that?
So my neighbor had a board, classic story.
Mhm.
I would ride his. I got my own.
Okay.
But not until I watched Hot Chocolate,
Right.
I really got into skating.
I
And
know.
then
I
I
probably
went-
know. I probably know why.
To the your part.
Second to last part. Yeah.
Definitely. I went to S Game and Skate at Valsurf,
Oh, sick.
and I got to meet a bunch of the chocolate dudes, and I
Okay.
got my poster signed, and that was what made it where I thought, wow, I saw these people in this film, and then I met them, and they were really cool and nice,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and it made the goal of wanting to make it in skating like, real, because
Oh.
you're like, I see a movie star in a movie, but I've never met the guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
When you see someone in this skate film and then you meet them, it's like, oh, these are real people who do this.
Right. Yeah.
And that's what got me originally into skating. That
Okay.
Video.
Oh, sick. Do you still have the poster that they signed?
Yeah. Of course.
You
of
do.
course. Yeah.
I wasn't
yeah.
there, so maybe I'll sign it up for you after the show.
That was hilarious.
No, but that's sick. So that sparked you. And but like, do you have like, were you in these videos too that you were making?
So not until IC1
Okay.
was I in the video
Mm.
because I started giving myself a part.
Yeah.
I didn't know what Chomp on This was
No.
until I was like 14, 15. I saw it and thought, wow, I can't let myself like be forgotten
Okay.
in history. So I need to have the skate
You
clips
gotta document it.
in the video.
Yeah.
Right.
So I give myself a part in every video I come out with.
Mm.
Were you filming a lot? Filming these videos yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was skating, and then when all my friends started getting good,
Mm-hmm.
it was like, okay, I'm not jumping off that 10.
But
But
you pick up
I
the camera.
still want to be in the circle, and I still want to be involved. So
Mhm.
then you just pick the camera up.
So you didn't want to you didn't want to try to go get sponsored and do all that. You'd rather be behind.
I'm a savage, though.
Yeah.
As a little kid, I got sponsored by Active Burbank as a filmer.
Oh,
Oh,
sick.
that's tight.
So I had friends who couldn't get boards or who couldn't get hooked up,
Okay.
and I would be able to hook them up.
Oh.
So it was a lot of guys like Kyle Adams, Corey Cady,
Okay.
all these dudes who worked at Active who like showed me the ropes.
Got
Sick.
you.
Where
Okay.
they would let me use their VX. They would give me videos to watch.
Oh.
Like Corey Cady used to love Dandra Hobel.
Okay.
So then I was into Dandra Hobel for a long time. And it was always them just teaching me like, these are the type people in skating. These aren't.
Mhm.
This is kind of like the way you should do a trick. This is the way you should film a trick.
Right.
So I had a lot of great mentors
Okay.
my entire trajectory, and still to this day.
Was Active paying you?
No, never.
Oh, okay.
never.
So this was like a.
It was like, yo, you want some free shoes? You want some boards?
Oh, there you go. Yeah. So you were sponsored.
Yeah, as a filmer though, that's so weird.
I mean, you're
and,
getting
like,
free shit
yeah.
though. You know, like what, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So I was filming for Active Burbank,
Mm-hmm.
and I did that for a really long time. And then I met Tyler when I was like 16, 17
Okay.
through na-kel. And he started bringing me on tour to film him.
Oh, sick.
So then I started going on tour with a bunch of people.
Yeah.
So like I just came back from tour with Frank Ocean and Spike Jones.
Sick.
Left that tour. I was on YG and Kendrick's tour, filming them a little bit.
Okay.
And now I'm back here.
Right. Wow.
But that's been my trajectory always.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how skateboarding is just there in every step of the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. But I mean, go ahead.
There's always someone who skates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like everybody skated at one point. You know, you meet some dude. Oh, I used to skate.
YG has World Industry tattoos.
What?
Yeah, he has the Flame Boy
Damn.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
here. He used
Crazy.
to skate for real.
Crazy,
That's
dude.
insane.
I mean, so like, okay, because I want to get into all that, right? But I mean, let's move forward. So like now you're sponsored by Active. You're doing all this stuff. You're filming your videos now, right? I thought you premiered that first video like wasn't it like in a
It's cul-de-sac?
yeah, in your cul-de-sac.
No.
That was at Active Burbank.
So we did our first video, Spark of Life, at
Yeah.
Active Burbank.
Oh.
Then we did Illegal Civilization 1 at Active Burbank.
Okay,
And then we did IC2 in the cul-de-sac.
got you.
So we had the big blow-up screen.
Okay.
There was like 1,100 kids there.
Wow.
Wow.
No fights.
Perfect.
No noise complaints.
That's rad.
That was a seriously like special night.
Did you tell all the neighbors that you're gonna do the thing? You know,
Did you have to go to the city to get a permit?
You're gonna learn. I'm a savage.
You told them you'd bring the trash cans up for them in the morning,
Hey,
right?
I went to the city, got permits, knocked on all my neighbors' doors,
Oh.
like 5 blocks spanning.
Mm-hmm.
Told them people are gonna be roaming the neighborhood. There's gonna be so many cars. Be ready. Please don't call the cops. Like,
How was that received?
it was received well
Okay, they were like, cool.
because they're like, I remember you when you used to take my trash cans out.
See, there you go.
You built
right?
a relationship,
You've
yeah.
already built a rapport.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Wow.
So we did the IC2 premiere.
Okay.
Months later, we put out the video of Spitfire.
Oh, sick.
So we put the Spitfires in shops all around the world. They sold out in 2 seconds.
Really?
Then we won Best Indie Video at Transworld.
Yep.
Okay, right.
And that's when I was like, okay, this is a real thing. IC is real. We're going to make this a serious company.
How do you think that it became so popular? You know, because listen, there's a lot of people out there who start these companies. There's a lot of people out there who start these little things, right? How do you think yours took off? I mean, to me, it looked like it happened overnight. But, you know, maybe in your life it happened throughout the years, you know. But how did that come about? How did that happen, you think?
I think it's 2 things. And it's really simple in my head.
Okay.
One of them is just person-to-person contact.
Right.
So many of these companies, they start and they rely on social media and YouTube.
True.
And they forget that sometimes you need to just walk around and
And
be
have a
like,
relationship with someone.
hey,
Yeah.
my name's Mikey. I have this company. It's called Illegal Civilization. We make videos and clothes. Take this sticker.
Yeah.
Sick.
And just that right there, that human interaction.
Yeah.
Wow. When you look it up, like I was talking about earlier, this is a real person.
Yeah.
I'm watching these videos.
And you're
where,
cool too.
Yeah.
You're not an asshole.
Right. And I'm watching these exactly. And
Little
that's
do
a
they
huge
know.
piece of it.
Of course it is. Yeah. What'd you say?
Say little do they know.
Yeah.
So, you know, this kid is watching the videos and they're looking at photos and they're remembering, I've met this guy before.
Right.
This person exists.
But you
Yeah.
can't go out and meet every kid. Like, how did it become this thing?
So
though?
then this is what I think the second thing is.
Okay.
IC offers value to people. So we make these shirts that say, pigeons fly in packs, eagles fly alone.
Mm-hmm.
There's a message in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You look at our website, we're constantly giving inspirational quotes, motivational quotes. So then it becomes a thing where people feel like I'm being educated by this.
Mm-hmm.
This is making me happy. This is
Okay.
making me more content.
Okay.
So the human interaction and getting value is what I think makes your company blow up.
And also the videos and stuff like that. Like you appeal to people, you know?
It looks like you guys are having fun, man. Like that's to me, I see that, and you guys are having a great time. It looks like.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Well,
people see that and they like that.
Yeah. How long ago did you start Illegal Civ? Like okay, this is a company now.
So I would say when we really took it super seriously
Right.
and got everything trademarked and got the LLC,
Uh-huh.
I was maybe 15.
Okay.
So that
Wow.
was 7 years ago.
7 years ago. Now,
Yeah.
let me ask you a question. You know how times have changed from 7 years. Do you think if you started that company a year ago, do you think you could have the same kind of, you know what I mean? Like build it up again, like the same. It was different 7 years ago, you know? You know what I'm saying though? Like, do you think you could do it in these times?
I think I can do anything.
I like that. I like that.
It's a good
But you know what I
answer,
mean, though. Like now, companies are it's a Me Too business. anybody could start a company now, you know? Because of Instagram and all these social media outlets and everything. Like,
Right, but everybody doesn't have that heart and that soul
Right.
and that willingness to have the human connection.
True.
And that willingness to be vulnerable enough to offer a message that can maybe help somebody in their day.
Inspire them. And
okay. Yeah.
Motivate them. In my head, that's what makes IC cool.
Right. Okay.
And that's why you should come to our tour.
Okay. What tour is it?
We're doing the IC Cinema Tour where we show a new short film,
Okay.
Show Me the Body, which is a punk band they perform,
Oh.
and then Denzel Curry performs.
So where's this? Where is it? Where can I go to this
How many
tour?
stops on the
yeah.
tour?
We start in Canada,
Oh.
and then we go to the Midwest, and then we go to New York,
Okay.
and then we stop. We go to Camp Flognaw,
Uh-huh.
and then we start back up and
Mhm.
do like Washington, Seattle, Portland,
Wow.
do a little West Coast run.
How are you? Are you RV or what are you doing? Like.
So we fly in
Uh-huh.
to these cities, and then we drive to wherever's close,
Okay.
and then fly out.
What made you want to set something like this up?
Because we do these events in LA and New York,
Yeah.
and kids will send me these messages after like, that was the most fun thing I've ever done in my life.
Right. Right.
That was the best experience of my life. And all I'm thinking is we got to bring this to other kids.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Other people have to see this.
Yeah.
Right.
And another reason we're doing it is because in each city we stop, we're doing a short film contest.
Oh.
And then at the end of it, when we get to Camp Flognaw, we're going to pick 3 short films and fly those kids to Camp Flognaw,
Right. How do
And
kids
they'll
get
get
involved
to-
with the?
show their short.
How do they show the short?
So they just send an email to email submission.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we just wade through them, sift through them. Yeah.
Raj, you should send something.
Sure.
Yeah. Why
We'll
not?
do
Please do, bro.
a Chris and Larry film.
Oh yeah. See.
Yeah.
Right. We'll just send this episode to the.
Yeah.
We'll send this episode, and that'll be. It
add
should win because
some vignettes. We'll add some cool
we'll make
color.
we'll make it cool.
Do you have any
know?
rules for the short film?
No rules.
No rules.
No
It can be
rules.
as long as you want it to
Long
be.
as you want, short as you want, weird as you want.
Oh.
It can be a skate video, whatever
Sick.
it is.
Okay.
Zero
tight.
rules.
Who's looking through all these submissions?
So me,
Yeah.
my buddy Jason,
Okay.
Jolly's gonna look through a couple.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Wow. And no, it's not like you're not busy enough already. You know, you got a lot of shit going
If
on.
only you guys know.
If only. No, we do know.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just doing the show is just insane.
Yeah.
You know what I
Don't get any
mean?
sleep anymore.
Yeah. Like I should be at home editing right now.
Yeah.
Like that's my, but I made the exception to come here. And,
That's why you're
You
the man. Made the exception to answer my email when I was 12.
yeah,
Hey.
that's
Made the
right.
exception
That's
to
right.
come
It's so
here.
funny when you told me that story. I was like, I have no recollection of that. I have no idea. But
I have so many stories like that where I used to like idolize Ty Evans. Not
Oh,
used
yeah.
to. I still do.
hmm
My first time meeting him, he was in a parking lot, and I walked up to the window and I went, "Oh my God, that's Ty Evans." I went to my homies and I told them, "Dude, he's there. He's in the flesh.
Okay.
He's a real person. He's sitting over there." And all my homies were like, "Dude, just go say hi to him."
Right.
So I knocked on the window,
Was Jan?
of the van, and he was on the phone, and he doesn't even look at me, and he goes. And he keeps talking on the phone, and I'm crushed. I'm like, "Oh, I fucked up. My one chance. I interrupted
You
him.
interrupt-
Why
right.
did I do this?"
Right.
And I start to walk away, and he knocks on the window and goes.
Oh.
So I wait, and whenever he's done with this phone call, he rolls the window down. "What's up, man?"
That's sick.
I tell him how big of a fan I am. And
Okay.
I try to copy your videos, and then I start showing him one of my videos.
Oh, you're
on my
that
phone.
guy.
Yeah.
huh? You pulled
man.
it. Let me show you something real quick.
I'm like 15 or 16, and he's like just smiling, looking at it, and thinking back, he was just being nice.
Right.
And he just told me, "Keep going, man.
Yeah.
Keep going."
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was like, I want to, film with you and work on a film or something. He's like, "Just keep going. It'll
Sick.
happen."
Yeah.
Have you told him that story?
I have.
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah. Did he remember? He probably didn't.
Not
remember.
at all.
Right.
Have you been on a shoot with him yet?
For sure, a bunch of times.
Yeah.
I helped him with We Are Blood a few times.
Okay.
He's like my guy. It's funny, Beagle,
Yeah.
he used to live in an apartment that was down the street from my middle school.
Okay.
And one day I'm leaving, like my mom came and picked me up, and we drive by an intersection, and Beagle's like walking into an apartment. And I go, "Oh my God, pull over, pull over." So she pulls over. I'm in my private school uniform. I run up to the front door of the apartment, and I'm banging on the window, and he's just like walking away. And maybe he can't hear me, or maybe he's just not trying to deal with that.
Uh-huh.
And he just goes in his house.
No.
And I'm like, fuck that. I'm waiting out here.
No.
Yeah.
With your mom?
No, I told my mom to go home.
Oh, okay.
So I just tell my mom, just go home.
Okay.
Because we were down the street from my house. I'm like, I'll walk home. Take my backpack. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
And I just waited there forever.
Just on the steps.
Yeah. So I just sat there for like 2 hours. And there was a gas station right next to where the apartments were.
Okay.
And I guess he went out to like go get a drink.
Mm.
And I didn't see him walk out.
Oh,
But I saw him on the way back. And I go, Beagle, what's up? And I started talking to him. And he was just super nice again.
right.
Nothing came of it. I just shook his hand.
That
and
was it.
Did you
I
tell him
was
you
like-
waited for 2 hours?
No, I didn't. I didn't want him to think I was weird.
Yeah.
And let's say this is the front door.
Okay.
I sat like here.
Oh,
So
that close.
If you walk out, you're like, I'm not sure if he's sitting there
Yeah,
waiting for
got
me
you.
or
Okay.
if something else is happening.
Right,
So that I
right.
could just kind of be like, oh, what
Oh.
a crazy thing that I'm just seeing you here.
Yeah. I'm just sitting on the curb, but no, were you standing or sitting?
I was sitting on the floor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was the door and it was like a lot of bushes. And I was just like right in front of the bush.
How did you not see him leave?
I don't know.
He just slid
I
in.
don't know. He just kind of slipped by.
I don't know if he'd be the
guess.
best PI, but don't quit your day job.
You still got him though.
I know, right? You still fucking. Is there anybody that you was an asshole? Was there anybody that was an asshole?
Yeah. There's a few people.
Oh,
I'm not gonna
please.
say any
No,
names.
come on, tell us who it was.
I'm just not gonna do that.
Okay,
you know,
wait.
but
Make him a fake name.
Whispered in the mic. Nobody will hear you.
but I'll tell you the
Oh,
story. I just won't
okay.
say the name.
Okay.
So there was one filmer I was like in love with, and I met him,
Okay.
and I go to shake his hand, and he goes, and he just looks at my hand and looks at me,
Really?
and I just kind of have my hand out, and he goes,
He put his pinky out.
and I go, okay, sick, dude. I was a little older at this point, so I'm like, fuck you.
Wait. He put his pinky
He
out.
put his
like,
pinky out for me to shake it. So
fuck is
when he
that?
puts his pinky out, I go, hell yeah, you're so cool.
Why did you do that, Raj? Why did you do that? You know?
And then
Fuck.
he went his way and I went mine. And
Okay.
ever since then, I'm friends with him now, kind of. But
But still, that's in the back of your head.
in my head,
for
I'm
sure.
like, fuck you. You
Wow.
know?
Does he remember that story?
I've never told it to him. And he's one of those people where, I'm cool with him. But I'm
Yeah.
like, hey. And then when I leave, I'm like, oh, my God.
What's another asshole story? Do you have another asshole story? I love the asshole story. I want to know who it is, but
I have an asshole story about a rapper.
okay. See, I have an asshole story about a basketball player.
Something you should know about me is I hate to be disrespected.
Yeah.
That's like that gets under my skin. I hate that. And I'm just going to say his name. So the game,
Okay.
he is kind of like family
The
friends.
game is actually a huge fan of the 9 Club, so he's probably watching.
He knows this story.
Okay.
So he's like kind of family friends.
Oh, okay.
And he had a baby shower at my house.
Oh,
and blah,
wow.
blah, blah. And he's actually in IC2 in the credits.
Okay.
Oh,
And
sick.
he like shouts us out. So in my head, I'm like, oh, we don't know each other, but if I see you, I'll say hi. And
Okay.
you'll be a cool dude.
Yeah.
So I'm in a parking lot. And I'm with Tyler and my buddy Lionel.
Okay.
And they see the game. It's 3 of us.
Gotcha.
We're in an empty parking lot.
Empty. Skating or are you just hanging out? in
We're
the
just
parking
hanging
lot?
out.
Oh,
So Tyler walks up to the game. Hey, what's up, bro? He says, what's up?
yeah.
Lionel walks up. Yo. And then I walk up. What's up, man? And he goes, I'm not shaking your hand.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And I was like, and I had my camera on my left hand. He's like, I don't know you. I'm not shaking your hand. And because I know him from his like family,
Yeah.
I say his wife's name, and I'm like, you were at my house a few months ago for the baby shower. And he goes, oh, shit, are you blah, blah, blah's son? And da-da-da. And I'm like, yeah. And I just feel so shitted on, and I can't deal with the conversation. And I just go, I'll see you guys inside.
While he was
Yeah.
standing there, while the game was.
of course.
Well, wait, I don't understand. Did the game
And I
know
just
the other 2
turned-
dudes you were with?
Yeah, he knew the other 2 dudes.
Oh.
But still,
No, it's
we're not
yeah.
at Coachella.
Right.
We're in an empty parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell's the game doing there in the
I'm
parking lot?
another-
Is this Home Depot?
I'm another human.
Yeah, just say what's
For
up.
You
sure.
should say hi to me.
Yeah.
Of
you know?
course, of course.
Did he say-
Especially,
Did he say sorry? When,
of course not. Of course not. He just goes, oh, my bad.
Wow.
Wow.
And I'm like, cool, I'm going to go inside. I can't deal with
Holy-
disrespect. I can't.
No, it's the worst. It's the worst.
can't do
You
it.
know,
And I don't understand it. I don't get that like way of behavior.
Yeah.
It makes zero sense to me.
Well, we're all human beings. Like, there's nothing that separates you from me. You know what I mean? So,
It's crazy.
yeah.
It's crazy.
No, for sure.
I have a lot of cool stories though too.
No, I like
meeting
that.
people.
I like the other stories. I like these. I like these stories better.
I
I
have
hear
a
'em.
story once of I almost headbutted Jay-Z.
Oh,
What?
This was crazy.
okay.
So I was on tour with Frank Ocean.
You're not gonna headbutt Jay-Z.
Listen
no?
to this.
Have you ever headbutt anybody before?
No.
Okay.
This is an accidental headbutt.
Oh.
That should be the
You guys
the
were both
precursor.
Okay,
over
gotcha,
at the same
gotcha.
time, or
Yeah, so I'm in London and I'm on tour with Frank Ocean,
Mm-hmm.
and we go to Justin Timberlake's show.
Okay.
And because it's Justin Timberlake, the security's like very heavy. And they're being really polite and everyone's being really cool, but they're like, we can't just let anybody back here.
Oh.
So Frank is clearly good,
Yep.
but this kid with the camera, and I don't want you to film,
Right.
da-da-da. And, Frank, he's also a man of respect.
Okay.
So when he goes, this is my guy, we're good.
Right.
The guy says, okay.
Let you in.
So they let us in. So we get back there, and let's say we're in this backstage, right? And there's 3 people there.
Mm-hmm.
It's dead empty,
Yeah.
and we're watching the show. I feel someone like rubbing near me, and I'm like, in my head, why is someone so close to me?
Right.
And it's so much space. And I look, and I'm a tall dude. Usually when I look over at someone, we're looking in each
There you
other's
go.
faces.
Yeah.
When I look, I'm looking at someone's stomach.
Okay. Jeez.
And I'm like, oh my God. And I look up, and it's this huge security guard, and he's super polite, and he's like, hey, excuse me, man. And I look down, and he's putting a rope in between me and him.
Wait, just you and he has a single rope that he's like.
So he has a single velvet rope that he's just setting in between me and him. So I look down at the rope, I look up at him again, and I kind of get on my tippy toes, and I peek around the security guard.
Yeah.
And Jay-Z is also peeking around the security guard.
Like, who's he putting this rope up for? Right.
And our faces are like this close to each other, and I go, oh. And he doesn't move at all, and he just goes.
Just
And I-
nods his head.
Yeah, and I nod
Yeah.
back, and then he watches the show.
That's it. How insane is it that he has one rope?
Yeah, it was hilarious. And, for me, Jay-Z is like my favorite rapper of all
Okay.
time.
Right.
The greatest of all time.
Okay.
The best businessman of all time.
Oh.
So me just being in the same space as him was like, oh
I just
my
picture
God.
it like in a movie, how like the two, you're both looking at, you peek out, and both you're
Surrounded
like,
giant.
that's not I thought you got pissed at Jay-Z and you were really thinking about headbutting him.
I would never.
No?
I would never.
Okay. 'Cause
He
I
could,
think,
he could pop my tires, and
Yeah.
I'll just be like, hey, things happen.
what if I
Then you have a great story.
What if I popped your tires?
A different thing.
No. Okay. Wow. I guess this 9 Club doesn't mean shit.
All love.
No, I'm just playing. But no, I mean, how do you get that? What are you doing? How do you get it with all these Frank Ocean and Jay,
I'm just filming. I'm filming.
What? Okay, how did you get that gig?
With Frank?
Yeah.
So they had this other filmmaker doing his behind the scenes.
Okay.
And this is for his first tour ever.
Mm-hmm.
And it fell through.
Oh.
So his manager, Kelly Clancy, who's also a great person, she hit me up
Mm-hmm.
and was like, hey, are you down to go on tour with Frank for a month and a half in Europe? And I was like, yeah.
Right.
And she's like, are you down to leave on Thursday?
Yeah.
And I was like, I graduated from high school on Wednesday.
I'm out.
Oh wow.
If it's cool, I'll be there.
Wow.
How did you get that connection in general, though?
Right.
Tyler and Frank used to be managed by the same person.
Oh, gotcha.
And then I got to know all those people, and then he split, though.
Oh, he did.
But I still
Kept
was
in contact. You're
contact
cool with them, right?
all the same
How did you
people.
meet Tyler and everything?
So na-kel and me would skate every day, every day, literally.
Like NoHo Park or something?
NoHo Park, going
Gotcha.
street skating. We would go out to Long Beach. We were doing everything.
Right.
And he would always be telling me about Tyler's music.
Oh.
But I never thought too much of it, or I never really read into it.
Mm-hmm. Did you like it at first? When you
Yeah.
listened? Oh, you
I
did?
thought it was
Okay.
awesome. And then he brought me to a show at the Roxy.
Mm.
And then I was like, whoa, this is something really cool that I want to be a part of.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I want to document this, and I want to just be in the mix
Right.
however I can.
Okay.
And I hit Tyler up after that night at the Roxy on Facebook.
Really?
And I told him, yo, man, I was so impressed by the show. I'm having a premiere for my video called Illegal Civilization 1.
Uh-huh.
If you're down to perform it, that'd be awesome. And he never replied. And when I saw him the next time, he goes, I saw your message.
Oh, really?
And he goes, I saw your message. He said, I'm not doing that.
Oh,
Really?
And I'm like, yeah, okay. And he's like, I'll come, though.
Oh.
That's
I
rad.
was like, okay, cool.
Sick.
So he came. And ever since then, we just always had a cool relationship.
Wow.
And he's such a solid, good dude.
He's a lot nicer than I was. You know, I didn't even show up. At least I replied to the email, though. At least I replied.
Right. It was a give and take.
You know, yeah.
You either get the reply or you get the show.
Right. I gave you the reply.
Yeah.
When you go on these tours, did you have to like edit all that footage too, or?
Yeah. So on the tour, the way like my workflow is I'll film 2 days and then edit like a whole night.
Mm-hmm.
Film 2 days, edit a whole night. Film 2 days, edit a whole night.
Oh, you have a business to run.
Yeah.
So you're on the road. Like, how do you balance that? How do you juggle that?
Someone like Devontae Jolly, who
Okay.
films the skating,
Right.
and he just kills it in that department. He
Oh,
makes
sick.
sure everybody has shirts and boards.
Okay, right.
And then if it's a photo shoot, Jolly will make sure it goes right and everybody's there. And then Kevin White and Olin and Ryder and all these guys, Aramis,
Yeah.
they're so on it. So it'll be like, yo, this shirt's coming out. Let's make sure we get photos.
Okay, sick.
And they're right there. They're ready to go.
That's a great. You need that's
It's a good team.
amazing
Yeah,
to
it's a
have
good team, yeah.
around you.
Yeah. It's great
for
to have
sure.
the support. And then with Baker Boys,
Mhm.
they help me so much with running the actual business.
Okay,
like
gotcha.
crunching
Right.
numbers, making sure the shipments are coming in and going out.
Getting production handled.
Right.
What about design?
So design is me,
Uh-huh.
Ryder,
Okay.
and then this kid Sean Rojas.
Oh, okay.
And we'll just text each other random things. Yo, look at this. This is so dope. Or
Okay.
sometimes I'll just text a random idea. Man, it'd be so cool if we did a 70s like flight brochure on
Now,
a
does any of
t-shirt.
these dudes go like, nah, that's whack?
Yeah, and it's never nah, that's whack. It's always like I think it could be better this way.
Okay,
Yeah.
got you.
I
Right.
think like the culture I see as a company is never like just thoughtlessly no.
right.
It
right.
has to be a thoughtful no.
Yeah.
No,
You know,
absolutely.
Or it has to be like a
Right.
thoughtful that's whack.
Yeah.
Like
Thoughtful.
if you just say that's whack, that's not helping anybody. But if you're like, I
Yeah,
think
come up with a solution. Yeah.
right, I think this could be better if we did this, this, or this,
Right.
then that's dope.
I don't think there's a stupid idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think every idea can be blossomed into something else or turned, or, you know what I mean? Like, hey, take that idea and then turn it into something else.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, man. Something I learned. Yeah, I guess I can talk about this.
Yeah.
So I just co-produced Jonah Hill's new movie.
Right.
And I helped a lot with the casting.
Mhm.
I helped a lot with the script. I was on set every day. And I learned so much from Jonah. He's like
Yeah.
super
Well,
smart.
how did you get that job?
I'll tell you about that in a second.
Okay.
But something
Okay.
I saw from him was he'll take an idea from anything
And spin it.
and he knows how to make it something great.
Yeah.
You know, and then his own ideas, he'll let people like tell them what they think of it.
Mhm.
And he doesn't get offended by it. He's not sensitive about it. And he knows how to like take people's criticism and craft it into something that's amazing.
Make it a better product.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, and that was like really, really cool to watch.
Sick.
And I needed to see it, you
Right.
know, because so many people are so holding on tight to their ideas and
Right.
no one can mess with this. And
Yeah.
that's not how you get the best product.
For sure. For
You
sure.
get the best product by just letting it grow as it's supposed to. And
But I'm
let
sure there's
collaboration
times
be
too
what
where
it is.
Jonah will be like, "Oh, I love your criticism, but I'm still doing it my way."
Yeah,
You know, like, I'm still-
because your criticism might not always be right.
Totally right.
And then also it's always a thing of like, let's just talk it through.
For sure.
The way I got that job though,
Hmm.
man, this is.
And I'm pissed at Jonah Hill, but I'll tell you this after you tell me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a pretty amazing story and like a turning point for me.
Okay.
So all my friends know that for me it's like Jay-Z,
Mhm.
Martin Scorsese, Frank Sinatra, and Jonah.
Okay.
Those are like my dudes.
Right.
And my buddy Lionel had a ticket to the War Dogs premiere.
Okay.
Oh.
And he calls me and goes, "Yo, what are you doing later?" I'm like, I don't know. And he goes, "I'm going to the War Dogs premiere. Do you want to come?" I'm like, yeah, 100%. So I get there. We watch the movie. It's cool, whatever. As right when the film ends, we're like, let's leave.
Okay.
Let's be the first people out of this door.
Yeah.
So we walk out, and we're in front of the Chinese theater, and it's just like empty. No one else has walked out yet.
Huh.
I feel someone like walking next to me.
Uh-huh.
I look, it's a security guard. I kind of peer around the security guard, and Jonah's right there.
Okay.
So I tell my friend, oh shit, Jonah's right there.
Right.
And he goes, say what's up to him. I'm like, fuck. Oh shit. But my buddy Lionel, who I'm with, he knows him.
Mm-hmm.
So I reach my hand around the security guard, and Jonah grabs my hand, doesn't look at me, and he kind of looks at me, walks forward, and then double takes. And he stops.
Right.
And he grabs my hand with his other hand, and he just starts shaking my hand, looking at me. And I just start smiling so big, and I'm like, what's happening? So I'm not saying anything. And he's just looking at me, shaking my hand.
You guys had a moment.
And he goes, your name's Mikey, right?
No way.
Wow.
Sick.
And I'm like, and his mom walks up, and his mom says, who's this?
Uh-huh.
And he goes, this kid, his name is Mikey. He makes skate videos. He has this little clothing line,
Rad.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just smiling super hard. And all these people start running
Pouring.
up, and they're like, Jonah. And they're like storming him. Can we get a picture?
Yeah.
I still haven't said a word.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, are you going to the after party? And I just look at Lionel, and he tells us where it is. And he goes, meet me there. I need to talk to you. He says,
Oh,
that
wow.
to me, like points
Sick.
at
No
me.
way.
So I go, okay.
Wow.
So he gets escorted through this crowd, and they get in an SUV, and they pull off.
Mm-hmm.
We pull up to the after party. There's all this food. It's kind of packed. It's really nice. So me and my buddy get some food. We're sitting in the back. I got the napkin tucked in my shirt. I got my glasses on. And I'm just eating.
Right.
I've almost forgot why I've come here.
Okay.
And I look up, and Jonah's like walking into the party. So I tell my buddy Lionel, I'm like, Lionel, I'm going to pee, and then let's go talk to him. So I get up. I go pee. I come back. I'm like, all right, let's go over there.
Okay.
And I can't find him.
Oh.
I walk around the party for like an hour and a half.
Oh, seriously?
And I can't find him.
That's
Okay.
insane.
So then I go to Lionel. I'm like, hey, I fucked up.
Right.
I shouldn't have went pee.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's wait by the front for like 5 minutes,
Okay.
and then we're out of here. So we wait by the front. I'm looking at my watch. I look. I'm like, all right, let's go. Right as I take a step, Jonah just pops up in front of me. What's up, dude?
No way. Wow.
So sick.
So then I tell him, I'm such a big fan of what you do, and I love how you'll make this movie with James Franco where you guys are just in the woods, and it's this really small movie that only 10 people saw.
Mhm.
And then you go and make 22 Jump Street,
Right.
and it grosses 100 million, and you're not fucking around, and it's a serious movie star movie.
Yeah.
I love that you can keep that balance of like being cool
Yeah.
and also being commercial,
Right.
whatever those words mean. And I think he appreciated that I like respected him so much and
Yeah.
knew about his work. And he goes, so, what's up with you? Like, what do you want to do?
Right.
And I'm like, I want to be a director, man. And he goes, okay. And Lionel, you're trying to be a writer, right? And Lionel's like, yeah. And he's like, well, Mikey, give me your number and just hit me up.
Wow.
You want to send me a script or a short or something, I'll tell you what I think about it.
Sick.
So we exchange numbers, and then for the next like 2 or 3 months, we're just texting all the time.
Okay.
So I'll tell him, tell me 10 movies to watch, and he'll say, watch this, this, and this.
Okay.
I'll go to Amoeba, buy every DVD, watch every movie. I'll stay up till like 4 in the morning,
Yeah.
and then I'll send him a text where it's like, I thought this about this film. I thought this about this film.
Okay.
He'll reply to me 3 days later with his like, this, I'm glad you took this from it. Go watch this one again and try to get this out of it. Blah, blah,
Oh,
blah.
interesting.
And then one day I have this moment on film.
Oh, you do?
I was filming something in my car, and he calls me.
Okay.
And he goes, yo, man, I'm working on this movie. It's about this kid who's growing up, and he falls in with some skateboarders.
Mhm.
And I don't want to tell you too much, but just I'm going to send you the script if you like it.
Oh, wow.
Maybe me and you can work together or something. And I'm like, cool. I'm down to work on it.
Yeah. No matter what it is.
Yeah, I
No
don't need
questions
to read
asked.
it. I'm
Yeah.
down. And he laughs, and he says, seriously, read it and let me know what you think.
Yeah.
So I read it twice that night.
Okay.
Called him back the next day. We talked on the phone for like 2 hours.
Wow,
And I just
sick.
told him, I think this and this. And he was like, I think this. And we were building ideas. And at the end he goes, I think you can be of value, and if you're down to work on it, let's do it.
Dope.
And then ever since then, it was just
Straight ahead.
yeah,
Wow.
That's amazing.
right on train.
That's sick. You know, I used to know Jonah Hill.
Really?
Yeah, he grew up at the courthouse.
Yep.
Yeah, Hot Rod.
That's so
Exactly.
crazy.
He was just a dude, just a little kid. Like I said, I didn't really know Jonah, but we all knew each other, so I'd see him around, all the locals. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And then he just doesn't put me in his movie. You know, of the skateboarding in the courthouse.
Got to get you on there somehow, man.
I heard it's done, right?
It is done. It is.
So what are you
done, but-
talking about? Get me on.
Just throw that clip in there.
Yeah, maybe
baby.
there's a way to include you or something.
Well,
you know?
Just give him that clip.
Look, because I was a courthouse king.
Maybe they can
You know?
superimpose that on a television somewhere in the background.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously. What year is that actually?
That's in 2003.
Ooh,
Little late.
it's a little late.
Well, you know what though? I mean, I was always, like I said, I grew up with Jonah. You know,
It's always
Yeah.
the
I
welcome
kind
to
of
the
wish
line.
I kind of wish maybe I stopped skating and kind of hung out with him. Maybe I could have gone a little different direction. You know, no. But so when the movie comes out, I'll be outside with a picket sign and I'm gonna picket the movie.
Hey, I'm ready.
Are you?
Yeah.
I won't let you through.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the guy I have to remove you.
Oh. Oh.
That's my role.
Oh, well, guess what? I have a security guard with one rope. Okay.
That'll stop me. I'll just peer around him.
So, wow, that's amazing, though. Sick. So, you probably learned a lot. I mean, he's a good, Jonah Hill, you know?
Yeah, man.
We've been trying to get him on the show, but nobody seems to. You know what's funny? I know a lot of people that know him, you know, and everybody's always like, "Oh yeah, no, get Jonah Hill on the show." I'm like, "Well, you know him. Like, why don't you ask him?" "Oh yeah, no, yeah." Nobody ever does.
Yeah.
It's like, does anybody have the balls to go up to Jonah Hill and be like, "Yo, you should do the 9 Club"? Have you even heard of the 9 Club, Jonah Hill?
I had
Like,
heard
you
that
know?
he was a crazy skate nerd.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure.
That was awesome.
I'm sure he watches every episode of the show. Like
that
for
would
real.
that'd be wild.
And I'm talking shit to him right now. Yeah.
It'd be so tight to talk skate with that dude, man. Like skate, he has to remember Chris from back then.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
sure.
Of
For
course.
sure. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. It was funny. I shouldn't actually say that. We'll just wait for the movie.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, see if Jonah Hill wants to come on the show, man. You know, I got a bone to pick with him. You know, fucking guy.
Come soon.
And if he's watched the 9 Club, how come he hasn't asked me to be in one of his movies? Why are you laughing?
I don't know. I don't know.
Come on, bro. You know, Jonah Hill. So, but let me ask you a question. Going back, like, you're doing all these fucking rad things now. You know, like, do you remember when it took a turn? Like, do you remember when you were like and then you were just like, whoa, this is weird. Like, I'm fucking doing shit now that.
I think meeting Tyler was a turn.
Okay.
I think meeting na-kel was a turn.
Okay.
I think meeting McCoy, Kirgo, and Grady Canoying was a turn.
Why them? They were just they're just some skaters. Not that they're just some skaters, but you know what I mean, Lau. They're just McCoy gave you. Well, I know why. McCoy gave you my email address.
No, but seriously, it was like first I skated with kids in my neighborhood,
Right.
just like cruising around,
Mm-hmm.
and then it grew out to kids in the city over,
Mm-hmm.
where they took skating a little more seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Then I met Lester and Wheels. Those are like 2 of my guys I still hang out with every day.
Okay.
And that was a turn.
Okay.
We started filming with Active Burbank and blah, blah, blah. And then when I met these kids in Pasadena, McCoy and Grady and Oliver, that was another turn. Then when I met na-kel, that was another turn. And then when I met Tyler, that was another turn.
Okay.
And all these people matter so much. Everyone matters. And I think what matters the most, though, is not focusing on meeting people and just focusing on being great at whatever you're trying to do.
Right. Right.
Because the only reason...
A little gassy.
Excuse me.
A little gassy right now.
The only reason that any of these connections matter, like when
Mhm.
you meet somebody,
Right.
is because you're good and passionate about what you do.
For sure.
You can meet whoever you want,
Yeah.
but if you don't have that passion, that hard work, that portfolio to back it up,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Do you think Tyler helped you the most? Maybe you like you said, everybody matters, but do you think Tyler really helped you?
I don't want to say that because then I'm devaluing other people's help.
No, I know, but
But clearly,
Right.
He's someone that has like been a real mentor to
Okay.
me and like a real help.
Yeah.
Seeing all you guys kind of start from, from the ground and kind of work up, like, do you guys ever look around at each other and be like, yo, look what we're doing right now, man? What, like, it's like you're on tour, like, doing all these things, and na-kel's like doing big things in skating, and it's like, dude, that must be surreal almost. Like,
Yeah.
I think those moments happen when we do random things.
Mm-hmm.
When it's Tuesday and we're at Go-Kart World,
Okay.
that's when we look around and go, wow, we're fortunate.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the fact that we're not clocking into our graveyard shift right now, I mean, whew,
No, no.
Jesus.
Seriously.
Just
seriously.
fucking around.
Seriously.
But I think that's like the skater mentality too, is like never wanting to work like a 9 to 5, like never wanting to be behind a desk, never wanting to go to the office. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of it's kind of built into our systems.
Yeah,
You know what I
well,
mean?
that and like
Yeah.
being grateful for even being where you are in skateboarding.
Oh, for
You know
sure,
what I mean?
for sure.
And I think skateboarding is what teaches you to be grateful.
Yeah.
Because all the biggest G's in skating, they're always those dudes that are like, yeah, thank you.
They're the
thank
most
you. Or
humble
They're just
dudes.
like, you know,
yeah.
oh, cool, yeah, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would be like seeing my favorite skater act like that. I'm like, oh, okay.
Right.
That's how you're supposed to act. You're just,
Yeah. Take some notes, Kelly.
Oh, yeah, I am so grateful for everything, bro. Fuck.
It doesn't seem like it.
I should say, I didn't even really tell you guys
Oh, yeah.
how I got into skateboarding.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Go
like
ahead.
the industry of skateboarding.
Right.
So I had a friend named Justice Ott.
I know you know Justice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's from Arizona. I met him through Kyle Adams,
Okay.
the guy from Active Burbank. And me and Justice would just film together all the time.
Okay.
And then Justice met everybody at Krill Tap.
And he saw one was with Pretty Sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Justice started filming all this stuff, and he was hanging out with all you guys.
And Ty, he was like Ty's sidekick, pretty
Exactly.
much. Yeah.
Still is.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at Justice, and I'm like, whoa, you're hanging out with Ty Evans every day. You're skating with this person. And all I was doing was just working on my filming and being like, let me make sure I'm keeping up with Justice.
Right.
Yeah.
And he would teach me stuff. And then he would be like, yo, I'm supposed to film Guy Mariano, but I can't make it. So I'm going to give you his number, hit him up.
Wow.
So I started skating with a guy,
Uh-huh.
but like once every 5 months or something. And it would be the most random sessions where it's just me and him.
Yeah.
That's
tight.
Yeah.
So
And the
I
most
did
professional
that.
thing ever, too.
Yeah, it was like, meet me here at 3. You get there at 2:59. He's like already
He's
there.
there.
Yeah, he's already got it. Yeah.
So, and then he would get all his tricks in like 20 tries.
Right.
And he'll do them 4 or 5 times.
Mhm.
Yep.
So I started skating with a guy every once in a while. And then I met Greco. And Greco and me, we just, I don't know, we had a weird, like, we clicked.
Okay.
He, talking about being professional, is the most professional of all time.
Yeah.
We're going to get up at 5 a.m. We're going to go here. We're going to get this trick. And then we're going to leave.
Yeah.
We have a plan for when the security comes. We have a plan for when the cops come. I have other outfits in the car. I have like city worker outfits.
No. What? Wow.
It was like a whole thing. And we were skating every day
Oh.
for like maybe 3 months.
Okay.
And it was that type of program where wake up super early. We
Get
can know
shit
our
done.
spots. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're going to get it
Sick.
done. We're going to leave. So
What were you
once
filming for?
the Supra like promos,
Oh, okay.
I filmed a bunch of those for his new shoot.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
One of my favorite Greco clips was we set up a jump ramp
Okay.
to a parking man's like booth.
Oh.
I don't know if you guys ever seen
Oh,
this
yeah, I know
clip.
what you're talking about.
He boneless it and I'm rolling alongside with him. And that was something else about him. He knew how he wanted it filmed.
Oh, so he would
Yeah.
tell you how he wanted it filmed.
And you know, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
He was never like an asshole, but he'll be like, this is how I see it in my head.
Yeah.
But there's this clip where he sets a jump ramp up to a parking man's booth.
Mm-hmm.
And we were there at 5:30 in the morning.
Wow.
Because you would get kicked out so quickly, and since it was in a parking lot, all these things would block it and be in the way. So when we get there, we're skating it, we're setting up the ramp, and everything's cool. And Jeremy Klein would always be on these sessions as like help.
Sick.
Jim, he'll kind of talk through the trick with Jim,
Yeah.
and then he'll be our guy to like, you know, fucking security get away from us and blah blah blah. So it's 5 a.m. We're skating this jump ramp up to the booth, and then all these security cars just start pulling up.
Oh, wow.
Really?
And if you watch the clip, Jim swerves around one security car, swerves around another, ollies up, does the fast plant, and then
Oh, no
lands
way.
it.
No way.
And all that. It looks like a movie or something, but
Yeah.
it's all real. And
How many tries did it take him before? Like, what try was that? What number?
I think maybe fifth try. Or
Fifth
something.
try. Okay.
Yeah.
What did the security guards do? They just kicked you out?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Jim's the type of person where he's looking at it like, we're just two people here.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
Right.
Yeah, I'm stepping on
Right.
top of this thing. That's
Yeah.
it.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
I'm skating this, and you have bigger things to worry about.
Yeah.
What kind of parking lot has all these
dude,
security guards?
It's crazy.
Like, yeah.
It's
But
crazy.
that looks nuts, though. I mean, that trick was amazing, but that looks nuts. A launch ramp set up to a huge booth, and he's
Yeah.
on top,
Yeah.
jumping off. That was fucking
And if you
gnarly.
don't know what skateboarding is, you see that and you're like, oh my God, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when we set up the jump ramp when he did the back 50 at J-Con. Have you guys ever seen that clip? He ollies up, not the gap to ledge that everyone skates, but the sign that's
Sign,
above
yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
when
yeah,
he back
yeah.
50 that was like 5 in the morning too.
Oh.
And the streets were so empty. And we had it set up.
How
and
eerie is that?
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
To be in the middle of LA and it's just dead.
Nothing. Yeah.
But is the sun up at that time,
Yeah,
too?
yeah.
Okay.
It'll be like just rising.
rising.
So it's like at the
I've
beginning
never
of
been
the
up that early,
session.
so I don't know.
At the beginning of the session, your lighting's like kind of dark, and then by the end of it, it's perfect. It's,
perfect.
like golden hour.
Yeah,
but
there you
in the
go.
morning.
Reversed, yeah.
Right. So yeah, I started skating with Jim Greco all the time, and then I would go skate with Guy, and I skated with Mark a few times.
Sick.
Then I would go with Costin, and then we would go to New York and skate with Alex Olson, and it just started growing into like
Yeah, more and more.
Yeah.
right. So,
But did you ever think like, oh, this is now I'm a filmer? Like now no.
I never had that feeling because I never had a van.
Oh, you need a van.
I was like,
You
only
need a van, a generator, and a bunch of lights.
There you go.
Hey, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
But you never thought like, hey, this is what I want to do now. I'm going to be a filmer.
Well, I've always wanted to be a filmer.
right. But I mean, you know what I mean.
Then once
though.
I was doing it,
yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, this is what you do. And then when it got to the point where it was like, okay, now try to, film for Adidas or something like that. And then that's when I was like, this might not be 100% what I thought it was.
Okay.
Because
It's
now
a lot harder to make money at filming skate tricks.
exactly
Yeah.
filming skating and for a living is hell.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And then you have to skate with people you don't know that well, and maybe they're not like that interesting,
Right.
but they're just like good at skating.
Yeah.
So then when you're done getting the clip, it's like,
All right, later,
oh,
dude.
man, well, I'll see you another time.
There's $50 in my pocket.
Right.
Like, you
I
know,
just
if you're lucky.
4 hours.
If you're
to
lucky.
get- yeah.
Right,
$25.
Jeez.
So I wasn't in, but it was never about the money. It was just about how you would have to skate with people you don't know.
Yeah.
And I didn't
for
like
sure.
that.
But that's cool. Sometimes it's cool though, because you meet people. you know?
sometimes it's cool, and then other times you're like,
Right, yeah.
this
Right.
guy.
I go, this dude again?
Yeah,
Ah,
like somebody's giving you his pinky to shake. You're like, oh, gee, this fucking guy again.
So then
you
it
know?
started becoming like, okay, I still need to focus on my skating, but I need to do it with my friends.
Right.
And like focus with them.
Yeah,
And that's why IC2 came out and it did really well.
Yeah.
right.
But then I also felt like, okay, I've kind of done what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I've skated with all the people I looked up to. I won the best indie video. Cool. So now I'm like, I want to win best video, just regular video,
Yeah.
and get the little trophy.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I started focusing on the tour filming and the short films more and more,
Okay.
because I'm like, this needs to be the next transition,
Yeah.
And I need to grow into this.
Right.
And I still go film skating and I still go skate,
Okay.
but I'm just having my eyes on the prize,
Yeah. So when you started Illegal Civ, you turned it into a business. You started selling stuff. It started getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Was there a point where you were like, I can't do this by
I need
myself.
help.
Yeah, like I need help.
Yeah.
Obviously because you're in Baker Boys distribution now. But I mean, like when did it come to that point where you realized like this is way out of my capacity?
Right. It came to that point when I started getting emails from like Urban Outfitters
Oh.
or whoever, and it would say, cool, fill out our PCP form and then fill out this form. And
Yeah.
I would look at it and be like,
What
I
the
have
hell the
no
PCP?
idea what
Yeah.
this is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because those big
So-
companies too, if it's not tagged right or something, they'll send it all back, right?
Dude, I
Like-
did an order for Urban Outfitters
Okay.
where they ordered a bunch of shirts.
Yeah.
We sent it. They sent it back to us because we didn't have their right tags on it.
That's crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah, but with Baker, so when I was skating with Jim, he would ask me, what's up with IC? What are you going to do with it?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, do you want to maybe talk about having distribution from Baker? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So Jim set up a meeting where it was me, him, Reynolds, Ellington, Rob Valerio. And we sat around the table, and I was so nervous. And I was like, I can't believe I'm sitting next to Andrew Reynolds. This is insane.
Talking about my company.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're like asking me questions, and they saying that they've seen the videos, and it was just super surreal.
Right.
But I definitely wasn't ready to be distributed yet.
No.
So
In your mind or
no,
as a company?
as a company.
Gotcha.
In my mind, I thought I was ready.
Okay.
But I wasn't.
You sort of talked about that when we met with you at the Flare.
Yeah.
Right. And Reynolds and Greco and them, they knew I wasn't ready after that meeting. So they were like, we're still interested and we like IC, but just wait on this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then 3 years later, Reynolds calls me and he's like, I want you to come to my house. I have something I need to talk to you about. So I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe that this is happening right now.
Again.
This is insane. So I type in his address and he lives 3 blocks from me.
I love that.
Yeah.
You just like walk over, skate over to his house. Yeah.
So
And you had no idea.
I had no idea he
if
lived
you'd
near me.
known, you might have been sitting outside his house
Yeah.
waiting for him to come outside.
Because I'm that type
Yeah,
of dude.
yeah.
I really am. So I skate
That's how we got on the
over.
show. He was just
I
sitting
know.
out front for
right.
hours.
We walked up like, oh, Mikey, come on in.
I guess we're doing a show tonight.
Come on in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I skate over there, and he's just like, so what do you want to do? Do you want to make IC a real company? And I'm like, yes. And he goes, cool. Do you want me to help you with that? I'm like, yeah.
But at this point, too, were you now, was it getting too much for you?
So the moment I...
Because Urban Outfitters is one thing. You know, that the TCP reports and all that stuff, whatever. But
PCP.
haven't you ever seen Office Space? Yeah. So, but I mean, all those reports and everything. But then, I mean, just dealing with skate shops and distributors. And I mean, that's a lot of work, too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and it really became a thing of like, I want this to grow,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure how to do it.
Right.
And the Baker thing came along at that perfect time. And it's like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason that he texted me, and there's a reason that he lived 3 blocks away.
Yeah.
And there's a reason that this is so easy right now.
Yeah.
It's not for nothing, you
Yeah.
know? It was like, that's synergy.
Do you look at all
Yeah.
that? Do you look at that kind of stuff, too? Like, this is
Kinda meant to be. Yeah.
100%.
Okay.
Every big, awesome thing that's ever happened to me is just random.
Yeah.
And it's a call.
Right.
It's a...
It just happens naturally.
I was just there.
Yeah.
You know, it's something told me to shake Jonah's hand. Something told me to write this Facebook message. Something
sure.
told me to. So I for sure believe in it's meant to be.
Right.
Mhm.
It's just a good feeling.
Yeah.
Even now today, there will be times like a company might say, "Hey, we want you to come and film this video," and they'll offer me a bunch of money.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't
Makes sense.
feel right.
Yeah.
Something about it is just I don't know.
It just seems
Right.
forced. Yeah.
And I just won't do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because if I do it, then when you watch the video, it's gonna suck, and something about it is just gonna be off.
Because your heart's not into it.
Yeah, and then now you're looking at my work different.
Right.
So I'd rather just no, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And because of the clothes, I can do that.
Right.
I can just go no, I'm fine.
Yeah. Right. I'm good.
I don't want to do that.
Before the Baker thing came into play, were you making a lot of money doing the illegal civ? You were.
Yep.
Okay. How much were you making? What?
Knew that was coming.
I know. Listen. Go ahead.
Can you help us with the 9 Glow?
Were you gonna answer? What were you gonna?
No, I was just
Oh.
gonna say, let's just say I have enough money to be comfortable.
Okay.
And make sure my friends are comfortable to a certain
But were you
degree.
running it as a certain were you running it as a business? Like, this is my bank account, this is our thing. Like,
Yeah.
that money goes into here. I'm gonna pay myself this much. I'm gonna pay
Yeah.
all yourself.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh.
It's a lot of work.
And it's funny,
know?
my mom, she's an assistant to this guy named Robert Evans.
Okay.
And he is like a really legendary film producer. He used to own Paramount.
Wow.
He did The Godfather, Chinatown, these insanely classic
Great
movies.
movies, yeah.
And my mom works for him, and he has this really cool accountant who's like a great dude.
Oh.
And it was always like, in the beginning years of IC, I just used his accountant.
Oh, okay.
In the beginning years of IC, I would just ship stuff from Paramount. So people would hit us up and be like, "Why is my package coming from Paramount?"
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's like, because they do free shipping. Like,
Wow.
so I did that for the longest time.
Nobody at Paramount said anything.
Nope.
Wow. Maybe we should ship all of our stuff out of
I know,
Paramount.
right?
Yeah.
Drop it off in the mailroom.
Yeah.
Set us up.
Yeah, man. So I've always just been the type of dude, like, I'm going to make it happen.
Yeah.
I'm going to figure this out.
I love that.
Like, I'll sit in a meeting and be like, I want to do this, this, and this. And the people were like, what? That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And then 2 months later, when I'm like, yeah, so the thing I said that was going to happen is happening.
Right.
They act like, oh, it just kind of came about. No,
Yeah.
we talked about this. And we said, let's make this happen,
Yeah.
So I've always just been like, let's use whatever resources
For
we
sure.
can.
Yeah.
It's funny, like, talking about my mom. Do you guys know who Terrence Winter is?
No.
Terrence
So
Winter.
he's a writer. He wrote on The Sopranos. He wrote that movie
Mhm.
Wolf of Wall Street. He's like a beast. He
Okay.
created Boardwalk Empire, Martin Scorsese. That's,
Oh, wow.
that's his show.
Oh, no way.
And one day I'm sitting in my mom's office, and I hear her on the phone like, yeah, okay. So Terrence will be here at 3?
Oh,
and the other
God, here it
person's
goes.
like, yeah. And I'm like...
So I'll make sure I'm here at 3.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, Mom, Terrence Winter's coming here? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, cool. I'm canceling what I have to do, and I'm going to be here.
Camping out.
Yeah, and she's like, no, you're not.
Wow.
She's like, that's weird. Don't do that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, sorry. So I leave. Clearly, I come back.
Mm-hmm.
I
Got
get
something.
I get there like 3:45. This is so crazy. I can't believe you're here, Terrence Winter.
But your mom's like, oh, God.
So I'm like a huge fan of him.
Mhm.
And I'm telling him, dude, this is crazy that I'm talking to you. And then I tell him, I overheard my mom say you're going to be here. I came back, I just really wanted to meet you.
Yeah.
And he starts talking to me and blah, blah, blah. And we sit there and we talk for like an hour.
Oh, wow.
And he says, walk me out to my car.
Oh.
So I walk with him. We're walking down Robert Evans' driveway, which is winding and has these beautiful trees over it.
Okay.
And it feels like a movie. And he's just telling me, what do you want to do? And blah, blah, blah. When we get to the end of the driveway, he says, what are your plans for tomorrow? I'm like, nothing.
Wow.
Clear the schedule.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He goes, I'm doing a talk at the Writers Guild. If you want to come, I'll put you on the list, make sure you get in.
Oh,
And
sick.
I'll we'll hang out.
Wow.
So I go, clearly. I bring my friend Lionel. And when we get there, we walk into this little room. There's maybe 15 people. And Terrence is talking to like 5 of them. And I just kind of walk by and I'm like, I don't want to interrupt.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, ho. Everybody, this is Mikey. And he
Wow.
introduces me to everyone.
Put the spotlight on you.
Yeah. And he goes, this is Mikey. I say, this is my friend Lionel. He goes, and this is Lionel. So we end up just hanging out with him and talking the whole night. And he does his talk at the
Oh.
Writers Guild. And
Yeah.
he was just the coolest dude ever.
Did you ever see him after that?
No, but I still talk to him.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh,
He
how-
like
what do
gave
you-
me his email
Oh,
and
okay.
he's a really cool dude.
Right.
It's funny, man. I'm always just like,
You're in the mix. I don't
Yeah.
understand
Yeah,
how
yeah.
this. I thought I was in the mix. And this.
He's in the fast track, dude.
I know. Jesus
I'm
Christ.
just a savage, dude.
I know.
all it
See,
is.
I'm
It's
a
hustling, man.
savage, but I'm lazy. That's my problem. You know.
You know something I deal with a lot
Mm.
is being young and being a savage.
Yeah.
You get disrespected constantly.
Nobody
People are
take-
like, settle down, kid.
Right.
Yeah.
Or
Right.
nobody takes you seriously, too, right?
Like, I'll tell you a really
That's like this whole
funny-
generation.
Yeah. I'll tell you this funny story. So I was working with this company and they took me to their facilities and they showed me all around and blah, blah, blah.
You're not going to tell us the name of the company.
No,
are you?
no.
Nah.
And they introduced me to the accountant. So obviously I'm going to have to deal with this person.
Mhm.
And I'm like, hey, nice to meet you, and da-da-da, and we're talking. And then that's it. The relationship goes on. Everything's all good. When it comes time to get paid, I send her an email.
Mhm.
Hey, can you send me the receipts and send me all the proof and da-da-da. I'm
Right.
just asking for paperwork. I'm asking her to do her job.
Yeah.
And she doesn't reply to me.
Mm.
2 or
Okay.
3 days go by, no reply. I'm a busy guy, though, so it's not even on my mind. I forgot I sent that email.
Yeah.
And I'm driving, and I get a call from a random number, and I pick it up. Hello? Hey, this is so-and-so at da-da-da company.
Mhm.
I don't know how to say this. And I'm just thinking, what is this
What
lady
the
about to
hell?
say? And she goes, I sent you an email And yeah, I just want to say sorry. I just want to apologize. I want you to know that I don't think of you the way that I depicted you in the email. And I'm sorry. I meant to send it to someone else, and I accidentally sent it to you.
Whoa.
And I'm sorry.
Wow.
And I just go, okay, I'm going to call you back.
Just like that. Because you wanted to check the email. Yeah, of course.
So I hang up, and I check it, and it says, Mikey is a little shit.
Wow.
Who does he think he is asking me for receipts? Who does he think he is asking for proof?
Right.
Does he not trust me? Da-da-da. You know, I know how to do my fucking job.
Wow.
And he should mind his business.
And she sent that to you.
She sent it just to me.
Wow.
So she meant to send it to someone else and sent it only to me.
Wow.
So I read this email and I go, okay, what's the coolest thing to do right now?
Yeah.
And then I think it's to be really nice to her.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So I call her back and I go, you know, lady, I'm so sad that the way I act makes you feel like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to apologize to you.
Okay.
All I did was ask you to do your job.
Right.
Wow.
And if you think that I'm going to not ask you to do your job, then you should never work with me.
Wow.
Don't be offended because I'm young.
Uh-huh.
Don't be insecure. I have zero feelings towards you. Your opinions of me, your opinions of how I do business mean nothing to me. Couldn't care less.
Right.
And the only reason I'm telling you that is so that you understand to not feel bad about sending me that email.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Wow.
email goes right over my head because I'll forget you exist.
Right.
And she burst into flames.
So please, let's just be cordial. Let's be polite.
Right.
Do your job and I'll do mine.
Okay.
And ever since that time, she's awesome. She's da-da-da.
Right,
I ask her to
right.
do something. She does it. Because the gangster move is to just always be nice.
I agree 100%, you know?
I had something happen to me yesterday that
Oh.
was insane.
Let's hear that. I love these
I
stories.
was asking
You learn a lot.
asking
Love 'em.
someone but you know what that situation taught me? That I shouldn't have even been talking to her.
Oh, right.
I should have had someone who works for IC,
Mm-hmm.
who works in that same department,
Yeah.
For sure.
who should have been having that talk.
Yeah, conversation with her.
Right.
So everything's a lesson.
Yeah.
For sure.
But even yesterday, I was going around and I was asking people for money
Oh.
because we're doing a new
Glad you
short
didn't
film.
come to me. Because,
We're
Just has no money.
doing
call me on a different occasion,
Yeah.
maybe.
we're doing a new short film,
Mm-hmm.
and when you do these productions, you gotta pull money in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Who are you calling to get money from?
Everybody.
You know? Like who? Like
and
what
anybody.
though?
Jonah Hill.
Yeah. Well, like, what are you?
No,
like,
no.
what are you looking for? Are you looking for like $500, thousands of
Yeah,
dollars,
thousands of
hundreds?
dollars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And you go to like a production company.
Okay.
So all day I'm having meetings at different production
Mhm,
companies asking them
mhm.
for money. And I go to one meeting and I get there and there's this woman who I always have like a cool conversation with. You know,
Mhm.
hey,
Yeah.
how you doing? And it's never too personal. And then I just move on.
Mm-hmm.
So I was there and hey, how you doing? And I have my cool conversation. And then she says, you know, I met someone who knows you. You're like 60 something. Who do you know
Yeah,
that
right.
I know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she goes, well, you know, I was in this parking lot and someone stole my phone.
The game.
Hey,
She met
she's
the
like,
game.
she's like, someone stole my phone. So I do find your iPhone and it's in the parking lot still. I walk over and it's two black dudes
Mm-hmm.
and a white lady. And they're all talking with each other.
Yeah.
And as she gets closer and closer, the white lady is like to the black dudes, you know, you stole money from me.
Whoa.
And the black dudes are like, what? No, we didn't. And because this woman got her phone stolen, she's like, oh, clearly these two dudes are going around robbing people.
Yeah.
Oh.
So then she's like, you stole my phone.
Uh-oh.
So then they look at her like, who are you? So this woman has her friend with her, and she says, you know what? We're going to call my phone, and let's see if it's in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So the lady calls her phone. The phone is in the white lady's purse.
Wow.
Whoa.
She says, why do you have my phone? The lady's like, I don't have your phone.
It's ringing right now.
She digs in the purse, pulls her own phone out. She goes, oh my God, you stole my phone. And the two black dudes are like, wow, look at you.
No
You know?
way.
So she's telling me this story as if I'm supposed to be like, yeah, crazy. I don't know what to say. So I just feel weird, and it's weird. And then she can feel that I feel weird, and she's like, but yeah, that was fucked up that I did that. I can't believe that I did that.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what to say.
Right.
And she goes, well, I ended up talking to the two dudes, and one of them said he was a skater. So I just like assumed you guys know each other.
Oh.
What? I don't know him. She shows me a photo of him. Like, I've never seen this dude in my life. You know?
Oh my God.
So I walk out. That was weird. Whatever, though. I have no business to handle with you, so it's all good.
Yeah.
I go into this meeting. I do the pitch. I'm crushing it.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, they're like, yo, we really like this idea. We're going to give you the money.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, awesome. And they're like, but we got to get one more person's approval.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, okay, who is it? And like, oh, we'll just call her in. And it's the woman.
Oh
No
my
way.
gosh.
So I'm like, oh my God. So
But you were nice to her. I mean,
Of
it wasn't-
course.
Yeah, it was a...
But in my head, I'm just like, this sucks.
Okay.
So we have the talk. I tell her, and basically she's like, you know, I don't know if you've ever been on a set, but this is how it operates. I don't know if you've ever done this, but this is how this works. And she's saying all things that I've done before. And by no means necessary do I know everything.
Right.
I don't think that at all.
Okay.
But I do think it's super disrespectful to just be like, I'm sure you've never done a podcast.
Right.
Because clearly you haven't. You know? It's like, you don't know what these people have done or what I've done.
Yeah.
So I had to, like, not flex on her, but just tell her, you know, this is my resume.
Yeah.
I've been on plenty of sets. I've done this, and this.
Yeah.
And then she continued to disrespect me.
Oh.
So I just kept being nice, and she walked out. The other people in the meeting go, yo, sorry about that.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, it's no worries. I deal with it all the time.
Yeah.
I leave. She leaves. The deal gets done.
Okay.
Nice.
So I'm happy.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
But every day, I deal with this.
Right.
Where it's like, I'm sure you have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm positive I'm the one giving you this great opportunity. And
Yeah.
It's
You're
like,
young, you're inexperienced.
right. And
Yeah.
I'm not saying I do.
Mhm.
I'm not sitting here saying that I'm experienced and I know all this stuff. But to just say, I'm sure you've never done it, that's
Right.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Right.
Like, to do that to anybody, no matter
for
what
sure.
age they are, is psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, I try to encourage people who deal with me, like, just be, like, respectful, normal
For
person.
sure, for
you know?
sure.
But I will say, every person that's ever been like that,
Uh-huh.
they always get bit in the butt somehow.
Yeah.
Later on.
No, definitely.
You know?
Yeah, you never know what anybody's ever done before. Yeah.
And just
It's
Or what
great.
they're capable of.
be
Yeah,
cool.
what they're capable of.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
be cool.
Yeah.
That's it.
So how much money did you raise? Come on, now,
Enough
tell
to
me.
get the
That's,
production done, man.
But how are you getting these meetings, though? You just know somebody, or you just your old relationships? and
Savage.
just- yeah.
Savage.
Wow. Maybe we should. You
It's
should
always the answer.
help us work on the 9 Club. You know, we need a savage. We need a savage.
Yeah.
See,
You know?
now I need someone who's more savage than me.
You-
Because
see?
my savagery only extends so far.
Yeah, because when you think of savage, sometimes you think of a person that's not nice. That dude that wants to just get shit done.
The
and
way
just,
I
you know
see
what I mean?
savage is someone who's like diligent.
Yeah.
Like Jolly is a savage.
Okay.
Devontae Jolly is a savage.
Right.
It's someone who wants to get shit done. They're diligent, and they know what they want to say.
Yeah.
Like when you sit in a meeting with me, I'm not cowering at your questions. or
Right. Right.
I'm not like scared to hold eye contact.
Yeah.
That's what being savage is to me.
Okay.
And just being cool.
I think I'm savage.
You are
You know what I
savage,
mean?
bro.
Like, I think I'm savage.
But all
you know?
three of you guys are
Well,
savage.
I wouldn't go as far as Raj and Kelly, but you know. No, but you know what? I mean, it takes some savagery to get this show done. You know what I mean? Like, and I've never really done. I've always been that dude to, like, you know, Like I was telling you before the show, like if it needs to be moved 1 pixel, like I'm gonna find a way to move it that 1 pixel. You know what I mean? Like I want everything. If I want to do something, I just do it. You know what I mean? Like no hesitation. I figure it out and I fucking get it handled. You know?
100%. Savage.
That's
what that is.
Savage. But
staying up late.
Oh,
This dude doesn't sleep.
no.
Savage.
Right. And it's kind of since doing this show though, it's like a new thing to like, cause it's ours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like nobody else is helping us.
We're like texting one another at 4 a.m. sometimes.
Oh, dude, it's gnarly, you know? And everybody, it's one of those things where I always feel bad for like graphic designers or something because people just look at their work and they're like, oh, this is cool. Oh, we don't like this. We don't like that. And they think it just happened overnight.
Yeah.
They
Right.
think that it just appeared on paper. Like they don't get that credit for, no, this dude was up for 72 hours
Working on it.
and, you know, doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what this is kind of like, you know, they see the show, but they don't see
All the work.
non-stop.
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 Lately, now with the second show.
Yeah, now that we have the nightclub experience, but even before that, it was just, you know, it's
Yeah.
fucking gnarly.
All
dude.
my favorite mentors are people that if they look at something you've done for them, you know, make this video for me or whatever, when they look at it, they don't just go, oh, it's horrible.
Yeah.
They go, I think this is great, but I would fix this, and
For
this,
sure.
and
Yeah.
this is why.
They offer solutions and they offer.
Yeah, and that's true savagery when you know how to get them to make the best product.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
and like you said, you don't just get the graphic designer's thing and go, It's like,
But it happens
Yeah.
though.
right.
You know.
And what I'm saying is, for me, I'm always like, I think this could be better this way.
For sure. Right.
I think,
Yeah.
like,
Let's just
so-
put this one in the trash.
Yeah. Right.
As a kid, I used to love Ralph Lauren.
Mm-hmm.
That was like my favorite thing of all
Okay.
time. You'll see how this story ties into that point of don't just throw people's work away.
Mm-hmm.
And I told one of my neighbors, I love Ralph Lauren. I think it's the coolest brand ever. And she goes, oh, do you know who Maura Manning is? And I'm like, yeah, of course. She's the vice president of Ralph Lauren. Like, of course I know who she is.
Super fan.
Yeah. Not only. Yeah. Not only do you-
And she goes, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm good friends with her.
oh.
I'm like, really? So, yeah, I'll actually call her right now.
I'm sick.
So she calls her. The lady picks up on the first ring.
Wow.
Hey.
Yeah.
So my neighbor, her name's Paula Madison. She says, hey, Paula. And I'm sitting there like, this is insane.
Yeah.
And she goes, I got this kid, Mikey. He loves Ralph Lauren. He wants to meet with you and just maybe learn some things from you.
Oh.
And she goes, cool. Tell him to come to New York.
No way.
So I saved up money. I got a flight to New York. I got there. I was only there for a day.
One day.
Yeah.
In and out.
In and out. So I got there. My meeting was at 2. I was
Mhm.
there at 1:50. Got my little key card. They send you up in the building. And then you walk out of an elevator and there's just a huge wooden polo horse.
Oh.
It's like 5 feet tall. And it's just sitting in this little room right off the elevator. And there's really nice music playing. The room is the same wood as the
horse.
statue.
Oh. Let me guess. You jumped up on the horse to get a selfie. Is that what you? No.
So
Okay.
right when I step out,
Mm.
there's a huge security guard in a black suit that has RL embroidered right here. And he goes, hey, how you doing, man? I'm like, I'm good. He's like, let me get your key card and your ID. So I give it to him. He says, wait right here. Wait. He comes back with a sticker, and it has my face on it.
Mhm.
And he just puts it on my shirt for me. And he goes, follow me. So we walk into another room. Now, we're in New York.
Mm-hmm.
I walk in. It's oil paintings. It's green sofas. It's a huge library. There's a huge fireplace. There's people walking around dusting the oil paintings.
Wow.
And there's like classical music playing.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh my God. And then I look up the building in New York. It's like maybe 5 stories, let's say.
Yeah.
There's no ceiling in between those 5 stories.
Oh.
So you
just
look
wide
up
open.
and
Oh,
you
wow.
just see this huge ceiling, you know?
Huh.
So I walk up to another desk. I check in again. Then they give me another card.
Wow.
And they're like, just wait in our library, you know, and somebody will come get you. So I sit down. I'm just relaxing next to the fireplace. I'm reading a little book, looking at the pictures. Someone walks up, like, would you like some water? I'm like, sure. They give it to me. It's in a Ralph Lauren cup. They put a Ralph Lauren coaster on the table and set it down. I take a sip out of the cup. I'm reading the book. Maybe like 15 minutes later, someone walks over. Hey, Moore's ready to see you. So I walk up these stairs where all the oil paintings are. And then it starts to feel like an office building when you get to these other floors. And I'm walking past, and I see people in one room designing all women's stuff. Another room, people are designing all, like, you know, workwear. Okay. And then people are designing, like, boatwear. And they walk me to this little tiny corner office where Maura is. And she's like, hey, how you doing? And she's just super nice.
Yeah.
Every question I ask her, she answers it. And we sit there maybe 45 minutes. And as I'm walking out, she shows me one of those design rooms. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking, and there's these little stickers on every single design that's on the wall that says, like, RL likes.
Oh.
RL, like, half.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what is this? And she's like, Ralph will come in once or twice a week.
Approve.
And he'll put these little stickers where it's like, I feel like this about this. I feel like this about this. And the way they build every collection is Ralph will be like, I have this idea of 50s Cuba.
Huh.
And then they'll kind of build it around that, like, aesthetic. So I told that whole long story to say, even someone like him at the top of the top is still acknowledging every piece of art.
Yeah.
His name's going on it.
Right. And being like, this is dope. This is kind of,
yeah.
This, I'm not so sure.
Yeah. Right.
You know, and the fact that he's even acknowledging the ones that
he's not sure about. Yeah.
I just thought it was beautiful.
Wow.
I was like, this is how I'm trying to run this company.
Before the meeting with her, you said you were asking her questions. So were you thinking about all the questions you wanted to ask her? Did you have?
So I had my backpack on, and I had about 5 pages of questions.
Oh, wow. So you got in there and you pulled out your notebook?
Yeah, so I walked in and I pulled my notebook out, and she just starts dying laughing.
No way.
She's like, okay.
But she probably loved it too, because, like, here's some eager young kid coming in and wanting to, like, absorb the knowledge.
And the reason it was 5 pages was because I would write my question,
big,
leave space.
Oh. For an
so
answer.
that I can write the answer.
Oh.
And then my next question, and then the next. So she just looked at me and was like, you're a savage.
So you got to the last question, and you're like, well, I think we're about done. Thank you. You walked out.
It was definitely her ending it. Okay. I would have sat there for 5 hours.
But you know what? Even
she was super cool.
Even for you to, like, follow through and, like, go to New York. You know what I mean? Like, somebody might just be like, oh, it's on the phone. Yeah, tell them to come through. Yeah. And, oh, cool. And then go on with their life.
Right.
You know, and not follow,
expecting them to do it.
Not follow through with going to do it.
And that was definitely something she said, where she's like, I can't believe you actually
did it.
Came out here and did this.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Well, it's also cool too that they gave you the opportunity to even have that chance. Right. That's wild out of that, because they're busy as hell.
Yeah.
I turn down people all you know.
And really, this lady Paula, she is like a boss. She used to be my neighbor. She ran NBC journalism. Then she ran Telemundo. She owns the Africa channel. She's like a beast.
What neighborhood did you grow up in? Jesus Christ. You should have charged them more than $30 for bringing in their trash. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, wow.
Yeah, man. So.
But I know what you're saying, though. You got to take everything in stride and not totally shit on something, you know?
Yeah.
Like, make it, you know, if you could turn that piece of shit into something great. Yeah. You know? It's just the idea. It's just the idea. You could spin it, flip it, however you want. You know?
Then, like, talking about tricks, right?
Yeah.
If you're like, okay, I filmed this varial flip on an 8 stair, and then someone's like, that was horrible. You know, it's like, that's going to make you feel like, damn, I don't like varial flips. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't see stairs.
Right.
But then someone's like, I mean, it was cool.
You could do it better.
But I think you could do da-da-da.
Yeah. For sure.
Then you'll be like,
you can do it like Nate Jones.
Right. I'm a varial flip this.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, that's how you get the best out of someone. You just make sure it's like.
You do a Larry David. You go,
pretty good.
At any point in time, were you like, I can't do, like, I just want to give up. Like, I can't do this.
Every day.
Yeah?
Every day. You have that feeling of like,
why am I doing this?
oh my God, this is horrible.
Right. But even though it's good, it's horrible.
And then
right?
that thought is followed with, no, it isn't.
Okay. Right.
I could not have legs.
Yeah.
I could be sick. I could just suck.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Dude, like, imagine if you did this podcast, right?
Yeah.
And then no one watched it.
Oh, that's what I thought was going to happen.
That's the most.
That's what I thought was going to happen.
The most hurtful
No,
thing.
seriously.
Of all time.
Yeah.
When
He was
you
getting ready to
work,
give up after 9.
hey, when you work super hard on something, and then just no one cares,
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
you're like, dude, that sucks.
Yeah.
So the fact that, you know, you do this show and hundreds of thousands, millions of people
Yeah.
love it,
Right.
that's a blessing.
Yeah.
The fact that we have IC
Mm-hmm.
and millions of people love it,
Yeah.
that's a blessing.
Right.
It's
right.
awesome.
You know, it's like, it makes all the hard work and the meetings and the talking and the filming and the being in the sun and the da-da-da and the skating.
Right.
It makes it all worth it when you talk to someone and they're like, yo, I really fuck with what you do.
Yeah.
You know, yo, my job sucks, but I just watch your videos all day at my job, so
Oh,
it
we
makes
get
it
that
better.
we get that all the time. It's
You know?
crazy.
And hearing
you know?
that is like,
We get it like I watch the show while I'm driving. And I'm
Yeah.
like, whoa, chill.
Hey,
just sit down. Like,
and honestly,
I'll get
that's,
DMs of people like driving their car, like,
yeah. Or just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
It's kind of sketchy.
be careful.
that's how I partake in the show.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
I'll
really?
just be in traffic,
Oh, okay.
and I'll just have my phone in the cup holder, and I'll
Yeah.
just be like, so,
but like what you were saying though is like one of my biggest problems when we were starting the show was like, what are people going to think?
Mhm.
What is my fellow skater? What are my peers? What are my peers going to think of this show? And that stopped me from doing a lot of things I think in the past.
can I tell you,
You know?
something about that too? Because skating's so small and we
close-knit.
all know each other,
judgmental.
and it's the most judgmental thing of
Yeah.
all time.
Yeah.
And I get it horribly because I'm like, I step outside so much. But that feeling of being like, oh my God, what are the kids at the park going to think? And
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. I remember the moment that went away.
Oh,
I make all these videos where, you know, this is way back in the day where it's like na-kel and our friend Matt, and they're walking down the street in New York singing this song. And I remember putting it in the edit and being like, this is so weird and random.
right.
But whatever. It feels good. Cool.
Okay.
And when I talked to Reynolds for the first time ever, he brought that video up
Oh.
and goes, dude, my favorite part is when na-kel is singing the Kanye West song in New York. And I go, oh, okay.
Oh.
You know, what I thought,
Yeah.
Was weird.
yeah, it doesn't matter. Because, like, you might think it's weird, but then this guy might love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this lady might hate that part, but then this lady loves the same part. So it's like,
Sure.
who knows what people are going to like?
Yeah.
Who knows they're not going to like? I don't care.
Yeah. But I mean, there's got to there came to a point in time. I mean, probably after we started this show, where I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck anymore. There's pro skaters out there, my peers, our peers, who are making unboxing videos. You know what I mean? They're not doing it for me. They're doing it for the kid.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm like, okay, cool. Like if they're doing that, they're just, you know, it's, you just got to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I
and
mean?
if
Like who
one
cares?
person likes it, one person,
Yeah.
that's what matters.
Yeah.
That one person had a dope experience with it.
Mm-hmm.
They found joy in it.
Right.
My job is done.
Yeah.
You know, I made one person's life a little better.
I mean,
Yeah.
who would have thought people want to sit around for 2 hours listening to skaters talking? You know what I mean? Like I couldn't fathom it when we first started, you know? Like, wow.
And
look,
dude-
like, even when we come out with a 2-hour episode, people are like, more. I want it longer. Make it longer. Like, Andrew Reynolds pops up. They're like, I hope this is a 6-hour episode. You know, I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, it could have been 4, but we trimmed it down, you know?
Right,
Like,
right.
fuck.
yeah, man.
But it's cool though. It's cool to see the response, you know, from
Yeah.
the show, from your fans, you know. It's humbling, you know. It's like, wow, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And that's why we created the other show, the Nightclub Experience too, is so that we could get all of our fans here and call and talk to them and FaceTime people, and you know what I mean? Like I we try to respond to everybody that DMs us. We try to, you know what I mean? Like
Mondays, the DMs are the best
dude,
time.
we get a lot of emails. It's hard to get back to the emails because sometimes they're fucking 2 pages long, you know, and I don't know what to say back, you know, like, thanks. I feel bad.
Yeah.
Right.
That they write a 2-page email and I say, thanks for the
Send an
support.
emoji.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's the same thing with like, hey, I saw that. I saw the email, you know,
Right.
we see everything, but we try to respond, and because we're all skaters. You know what I mean? Like, there's no difference between me and the dude in Mississippi, you know, working his 9 to 5 and love skating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So let's
Even to add on that, Scuba Steve and all these OG dudes. I have a great Scuba Steve story, actually.
let's hear it.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is amazing. I don't know if I've told this before.
What were you gonna say about Scuba, real quick though?
So I was just gonna say, Scuba, every time I hit him up, like, hey, you know, me and the guys are going to Australia, he'll reply like, oh, this is our homie there. Hit him up.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
And then this dude will take off work and he'll make sure we go to the club and
Sick.
everybody has this and this. There's nothing like that ever in the world.
No.
Skateboarding is the only community
Yeah.
where I can be like, yo, I'm going to Japan.
You don't
And
even
then-
have to pick up the phone. You could just go to Japan.
And just exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Show up at a skate spot.
You'll have a couch to sleep on. Trust me, dude. Yeah.
Okay,
It's
here's my
crazy.
scuba
Okay,
story.
let's hear it. Let's hear it.
So
I can't wait. You know, everybody loves scuba.
Oh,
so
yeah,
this is-
for
Scuba
sure.
is the
Yeah, man, we love
Yes.
them.
Yeah.
So remember those S's he had?
Yeah.
Where on the back of the shoe it was like a little silhouette of him filming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So like obviously I had those shoes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm in the airport with my parents and we're going to Chicago and there's an elevator and my dad, he's like, hey, hold the elevator. And the dude like presses the thing to hold it. And when we get in the elevator, it's Scuba.
Did you know him at the time?
Yes.
Oh, you did?
No, I didn't know him personally. I just
okay.
knew who he was. I was like a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I had the shoes on.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
Scuba was hyped.
yeah, I'm like, Scuba, this is crazy. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this. And I'm like, look, I'm wearing your shoes. And he gets super red. Like crazy
Yes.
red. And he like can't take it. And then he's like, thank you. And I'm just gassing him up the whole elevator ride. And then he hops out of the elevator, like the first stop that it makes. And I'm like, all right, man, like I'll see you.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was on purpose or what happened, but I go to the next floor, and then I see him taking the escalator
Up to the next
to the
floor.
floor that I'm on, and I'm like, you know, maybe he messed up or something, but did I just force him out of the elevator?
Yeah.
It was like a 10-year-old, you know?
I think you did.
Dude, hilarious.
That's amazing.
Hilarious.
Did you continue talking to him once he was up on the net? Like, what
No,
happened?
no,
You didn't get Scuba. Sign my shoes.
I've never told him that
really?
story. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
That's
incredible, dude.
He's the
Wow.
man, though. I really love and like respect.
yeah.
He's a
Scuba
great
lot.
dude.
He's
Yeah.
What? Any other stories? I know we got to wrap. We're gonna wrap this up pretty soon, but I want to hear another story,
Stories. I
dude.
know,
Let's
I
hear a
have-
negative story. I love the negative.
Why do you like the
Yeah.
negative ones
I don't
so
know. They're
much?
just so
They're funny.
They're fascinating to me. They're fascinating how people can be so crude.
Right.
And, you
what's
know-
a negative story?
You know,
See, usually these I just
brush off. Yeah. You
Yeah.
forget about them.
don't
right?
care about the negative.
Right. But they stick.
There's got to be one you hold a grudge.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, I'm horrible with grudge holder.
Are you? Are you really?
Terrible.
Really?
Terrible.
Now, can it be just a small thing, or can it be
It
like
can
a
be
big?
the smallest thing of all time.
Really?
and I'll
So
just
I
be
may have
like-
already offended you tonight, and I don't even know it.
I'm the
Yeah.
type of person where I'm really in tune socially.
Okay.
I try to be at least.
Right.
So then someone will say some little thing, and I'm just like, I can't. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And it'll just pop in my head every time I see the person,
Right,
and it'll
right,
really
right,
bother me. I need to fix
It's like
that.
it's like a skate song for their part. Like every time you hear the song, you know the skater.
That's
and-
it, and that's all I think about.
Wow.
I have to get better with it.
Yeah. But you know, hey, some people get nervous too. You know, some people get nervous and they stumble over their words and they can't. You know,
I don't know. I don't have any.
no more.
Well, what's going on? What do you got next going on?
Oh wait. Yeah, you're doing a Vice show, aren't you?
Yeah. So next is Viceland show.
Okay. How's that going?
It's going good. It's been kind of like hectic.
Oh.
Because we did Jonah's movie.
Okay.
So it like kind of broke us up
Right.
for a second. We had to focus on that.
Now, what's the show about though?
So basically, IC3 is coming out on Viceland.
Okay.
The first 7 episodes are just random stuff. Us paintballing, skating, laughing, talking about girls, telling stories. And then the 8th episode is the video.
So
Sick.
it leads
on
up to
TV.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sick.
Wow.
So you're basically seeing all the throwaway clips, all the hijinks, all the throwaway hijinks.
That's amazing.
And then the 8th episode is the
Dope.
real
The finished
clips,
product.
the
Dope,
real
dope,
hijinks,
dope.
all the best stuff.
Wow.
That's rad.
Put me in touch with somebody over there. I got some ideas.
Hey, man.
No, I'm serious. I'm
What's up?
serious. You know,
If
you and me, we could two savages. Listen,
Exactly.
we could be good partners, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Coming soon. Coming very soon.
I take that. I take every word seriously.
Me
okay?
too.
So you know,
Hey, me
okay, yeah. Forget about the 9 Club, baby. We're doing big things.
man.
all right?
TV. Later. This would actually be an amazing TV show.
Yeah, it would be.
One day.
Yeah,
Coming
Actually,
soon.
kind of is a TV show.
yeah.
It's a YouTube show.
Well, we film
Yeah.
it. We film it like we got fucking 6 cameras here. We, you know, it's crazy.
It's a TV show.
Yeah. Somebody emailed me today actually saying like, "What kind of cameras do you use? This looks better than some TV shows out there."
Speaking of Curb, worst film show of all time.
But it's so great though. But I think that's the
That's what makes it funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what makes it so cool and awesome.
Yeah.
It's like really
it real.
lazy set design.
Did you see the pilot episode? The very first
Of
Curb.
course, of
It was- how amazing is that?
Dude,
like
doesn't
it's so it's really bad, but it's so good, you know?
Dude, he is my type of person.
He's my idol.
He's the same way, you know, these small little things, just, he can't take it.
And he's the type of dude too that if he was a complete asshole to me, I'd love him even more.
Right.
Because that's his persona too.
Yeah.
You know?
See, but
like
with him, I feel like if you went up to him and were like, Larry, full respect, I respect you a lot,
Yeah.
and you just walked away,
he would love
I think he would be nice to you.
my parents have met him.
No way.
So they always film in the Palisades. My parents always go up to the Palisades, you know? And this was years ago. I was actually in Spain at the time, Barcelona. And they knew I was a huge Curb fan. And so they had the DVD in their car. They had bought it for my birthday. So I get on a call with them, and they're like, "Oh, guess what? Like we were going to save it for your birthday, but we're so excited because they knew that I was a huge fan. We met Larry David." So they see them taping. They ask a PA. They're like, "Hey, will you have Larry sign this for our son's birthday?" And they're like, "Oh no, I think you should do it. I think you should. He's
What?
He's gonna come out of the trailer soon, and you should just go up and get there." And they were like, "Oh, sure, okay." And Larry David comes out, and the guy's like, "There he is, go, go, go." And so they went up, and they're like, "Hey, Larry, this is our son is a huge fan. We had this DVD in the car. We were hoping you would sign it for him." And there was a bunch of people around, and he's like, "Sure, yeah, sure."
No way.
And he starts signing the DVD, and my dad goes, "Oh, well, we don't watch the show."
Oh my God.
And everybody around just started dying. They started laughing, and he finishes signing the DVD, gives it back to him. He's like, "Well, watch a couple episodes to see what kind of filth your son is watching." And that was it. And and everybody laughed, and dude, I was so pissed because they got to meet him.
Oh my God.
And just have that interaction with him. You know what I mean? Like
he in my head is like the rarest dude. I've never seen someone like with Larry David.
Yeah.
Like that just doesn't exist.
Because probably people come up and they're like, "Hey, can I get a photo?" He's like, "Nah."
One of my favorite videos of all time is, it's not Larry David, but so Seinfeld's on the red carpet. Have you seen
Oh
this?
yeah. Oh, with the
And Kesha walks
yeah,
up and she
right.
goes, "Can I have a hug?" This is me in that situation. "Can I have a hug?" No, I'm okay.
yeah. No, I'm good.
Can I just a quick one? He's like, "No, I'm okay."
Yeah.
And she kind of like goes towards him and he just backs up. Hey.
Yeah. It's how amazing is that?
And then after he's just like, "Yo, I don't know her,
Yeah.
and why should I just give her a hug?"
It's kind of like the game for you a little bit.
See, but the only thing with that was I'm not being like, "Yo, give me a hug."
yeah.
I'm like formally greeting someone.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah. Maybe it is though. I don't know.
Do you go back and watch Seinfeld now?
I haven't, but I'm going to.
You should. You
Yeah.
should.
It's good,
It's
yeah.
the best show.
And you know,
And then just the
Seinfeld
fact that George Costanza is Larry David,
is amazing.
Oh yeah.
it makes it even better once you know that. You know, you're like, oh, dude, this is so good.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Seinfeld for me is like one of those shows like King of the Hill.
Okay.
Where as a little kid, I would watch and be like, I don't get
You
this.
don't get it, right?
And then when you're older, like I watch King of the Hill now, it's the funniest,
It's good,
best show of all
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So I need to go back and watch Seinfeld because
Yeah.
I think I'll get it
For
now.
sure. For sure.
I like since I started watching Curb, it makes it to where I would have these situations and now I think it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
But I've always been that guy where it's like I just have these weird things with people. Like
Yeah.
today we were eating and the waiter brings our drinks and he's like, "Here you go. Here's you guys' drinks." And then he pulls straws out and he
Mhm.
says, "Here's your drinking utensils."
Oh.
And I'm like, "Straws?" And he's like, "Drinking utensils."
Right.
And I'm like, no, that's a straw.
That's a straw,
And we're
right.
not calling it that.
Yeah.
This is a straw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I think it's funny. But my friends, like, I know this guy I keep bringing up. He always says, "Dude, you're crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you are crazy." Like the things that you'll call out.
Right.
You're a psycho.
Yeah.
But you notice them too, because you telling that story, you're like, this was because I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like there was a workman here earlier when Roger, he was putting up a smoke detector, and him and Roger were going in the bathroom, and I was in the way, and they're like, "Oh, excuse me, I gotta go in the bathroom." And I said, "Oh, you guys going in there? You guys go in the bathroom together?" And the dude laughed, and
Yeah.
I heard Kelly laughing, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm saying, dude. I just say shit.
Or-
you
But
know?
then when they were in there, they
Yeah.
were like, he was like, "Yeah, usually it's like a lot rougher, but I put oil in it. Now it's a lot smoother."
Whoa.
We're like, "What the fuck?"
We're talking about the fan that was in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. Fed. No,
amazing.
I was getting on an airplane though. And the whole story is really long, but I'll give you the two best moments
Okay.
for me. One moment, I'm in line for customs, and we're waiting for like 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a problem waiting in line, though. I'm one of those people where,
You're content.
yeah,
Okay.
whatever. And a woman and a man keep talking to me, like over me.
Talking to you.
I mean, talking to each
Oh,
other.
yeah, okay.
Over me.
You're just kind of
So-
right in the middle of it.
Yeah, so I look at the husband, I look at the wife. I'm like, "Are you guys like together?" And they're like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, "Oh, cut me." To the wife.
Please, yeah.
And when she gets in front of me, 30-year-old Ben
Oh no.
cut me too, and I go, "Whoa! I was just
Yeah.
talking about her." She turns around and says, "Oh, those are my sons."
Oh god. Yeah.
I just kind of look down. So maybe 5 or 6 more little things happen like that. And when
yeah.
I finally get on the plane, I'm sitting in the window, and there's a dude in the aisle seat, and he's already sitting there. And I go, how it is when you get on a plane. I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
I'm right there. Yeah.
yeah, I'm in the window." I'm like, "Excuse me," and he goes, "Oh, no problem,"
Turns to the side.
and scoots over. He's like a 50-year-old man. I'm
Right.
like, "My man, I'm not about to rub my butt on
In your
you
face.
and walk
Yeah.
past you.
Seriously.
Get up,
Pickle drag his face.
Yeah.
right? Get up, and I'm gonna sit down, and then you sit back down." So I'm like, I don't think I'll fit.
Right.
And he's sitting sideways waiting for me. And he says, no, I think you'll fit.
Yeah.
Like, "My man, I'm not comfortable. I just want you to get up."
Yeah.
Does he screen shirts?
So then he goes like this. He goes, so he goes, "No, I think you'll fit."
Yeah.
And I just set my bag on the floor. I'm like, "My man, I'm not squeezing by you."
Right.
And he gets up, and I sit in the window seat. But
Did
now,
you say anything after? Like, sorry, dude. I mean, like the whole
Nothing.
Nothing.
I said
It was
nothing.
okay.
I'm like, "You're ridiculous.
Right.
I'm not apologizing to
Yeah.
you. I'm not talking to you either.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit here and don't talk to me because we don't think the same."
Right.
So when I sit down, I think, wow, that was a Curb moment.
Oh,
Oh, for
You
sure.
know?
I have those every day.
That was Curb.
And but that's what's so genius about Larry David is he takes all of his moments and it's a TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he just
He, like coined the whole thing. If something like that happens, you're like, "Oh, that was Curb moment
yeah,
right there."
it's
Yeah.
genius.
Yeah.
He is a fucking genius.
I'm a huge fan of like mob movies,
Yeah.
Jay-Z,
Mhm.
and I'm
Larry
a new
David.
fan of Larry David
Yeah.
Seinfeld.
Wow.
Because I love like comedians in cars getting coffee.
Oh, yeah,
too.
that's a good one.
The
Right.
awesomest
Yeah.
show ever.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't Tim Dowling? Wasn't he filming the new?
He was working on the new season of Curb.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. He sent me a photo and I was like,
Ah.
he sent me a photo of on the set, and I just replied, "Fuck you." I did. You know.
Hey, I feel you, dude.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Listen, if I could sit down with Larry David for 45 minutes in New York, I would take a flight tomorrow. You know,
100%.
Yeah, for sure. Not the VP of Ralph Lauren. I don't think Well, I know you got to get out of here, dude. And but you want to take a couple calls real
Yes,
quick from
yeah.
the fans?
Let's
we'll
do
see.
it.
Yeah, let's light this up. Monzo from Rialto.
The IE.
IE. What's going on, man? We're sitting here with Mikey.
Yeah, there you go. The IE.
The IE. Right. We're sitting here with Mikey Alfred, man. Do you have a question for him?
Why are you so interested in like the youth? Like, because like on your Instagram, like the Instagram Illegal Civ page, I always see you posting pictures of kids when Illegal Civ. What? Like, do you have like a preference when kids send pictures, or do you just like they're supporting it? That's fucking cool. Let's put it up and show that people fuck with our shit. What's the process behind all that stuff?
It's no thought. It's just that I appreciate the support and I want to show the support back. And if some kid does cool art, I'll post that. Or if they're wearing our shirt, I'll post that. It's just people being people. Let's give the love and receive it. And that's about it.
If I was like in your position, like that'd pretty much be my mindset. Like, hey, you support it, I support you. Thank you. Like because you know, people don't have to buy it, right? They obviously like, oh, whatever, you know. But people go out and buy the stuff, and that's like really cool. You know, if anything, people support you. And it's always cool seeing people, like so many kids supporting you, especially the youth too. Because like I'm 17, and so like one day like I'm gonna grow up and I'm gonna do great things. I already know it like in my head, and I'm gonna think back and be like, you know what like really motivated me, seeing like those posts Mikey did, like you could go out and do shit, and I'm like, man, that kind of like motivated me and shit, you know.
Thank you, bro.
know?
I appreciate you.
Hey,
Yeah. Oh wait, I got one more thing to say though.
Go ahead.
I appreciate you guys saying the IE, because most of the time I'm out. Somebody calls me out, so they'll be like, "Where the hell is that?" I'm like, you know where that like that accident happened, you know, the shooting near San Bernardino, and everyone's like, "Oh, right there." I'm like,
yeah.
That's
Wow.
always what I have to refer to. So
No,
I appreciate you knowing the IE.
Thanks, man. Well, we know the IE, man. We go skate out there all the time, man,
Yep.
you know. But, hey, thanks for calling, dude. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Breland from Houston, Texas. What's going on?
What's up,
So,
Breland?
Mikey, I'm hurt because, like, the IC tour is not coming to Texas, and the last time I saw you was Moon Peters, and that was, like, 3 years ago. So, what's the problem with Texas? You don't love Texas?
Uh-oh. We got a mad fan on the phone, huh?
You know what it is? I love Texas. We all love Texas, and we're coming there. Just not on this first run. I don't know what happened. We couldn't figure it out in time. But next time we're coming to Texas on the IC tour, 100%.
Well, how many states are you going to?
We're going to like 11.
11?
But
I mean, dude, that 11, there's 50, you know?
It's a big country.
Yeah.
exactly.
You should do a 50-state tour.
That's coming soon.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wow. Well, there you go. Are you less mad at him now?
I always love Mikey. I'm never mad.
Thank you. I love you too. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for calling in.
You're welcome.
These people are funny, huh? Aaron from Arizona. What's going on, man? How you doing? Do you have a question for Mikey tonight?
Just gonna call and say what's up and say that I'm really fascinated with what the Civ's doing and what Mikey's been up to.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, it's been making me think, making me create. You know,
Oh, that's good.
It's a good thing.
it's a good thing to see that the Civ is giving back to community with charity donations, and that speaks to me. That's cool. Not a
Thanks
lot
for
of people are
saying
doing
that, bro.
Are you going to
Yeah, for
donate
sure.
to the nightclub tonight? Is that no, Mikey? Come on, bro.
Just click the button.
Are you going to try to start a company to compete with Mikey with Illegal Civ? Are you going to try to start a brand?
I have a group, little collective called Boy XCV that me and my friends do. You know.
Oh, well, Mikey, do you have any advice for him doing his company and maybe trying to make it successful as yours?
I think you get it. You know what to do. Make sure it's helping someone. And that's it. You know, if it's helping one person, it's going to get big.
Sure, thank you.
There you go, bro. Well, hey, best of luck, and we'll be on the lookout for that company. Send us a box when you get big. You know, we're always looking for product over here. You know.
Oh, for sure, you don't hear about us. I'll tell you that.
All
You
right,
will.
I like the attitude. But hey, thanks for calling tonight, man. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Mikey.
Yep, later.
People love you. What are you going to do? Huh?
Yeah.
You want to take one more call?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm down to stay here forever. I love this. This is awesome.
Hello.
Hello. We got scared and hung up. Dude, people get nervous.
I think talking on the phone is weird for like a lot of kids.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we should have a text segment.
No, that's horrible.
Like how boring would that be? Like,
this is so
like
awesome.
on TV, like I'm texting, then I hand the phone to Raj.
Yeah.
Raj, you text now. You know, like, imagine that. Clarence, what's going on? We're here sitting here with Mikey Alfred from Illegal Civ. Do you have a question for him tonight?
Oh shit,
What's up, bro?
dude! Thanks for the inspiration. This
Thanks
is
for
Chris
listening
Roberts.
to it, man. And yeah, you're talking to Chris Roberts, bro. Come on.
Yo,
Is there a skate park out there? Do you skate or what do you do?
yo, I actually went to the skate park earlier, and but yeah, I mostly make beats.
Okay.
And stuff.
Oh, nice. Are you a fan of Illegal Civ?
Yeah.
Well, hey, but thanks for calling.
Is this gonna be on the what's it called? On the website?
Yeah, the
On
nine,
YouTube?
nine Club. You heard of the 9 Club?
Yeah. Come
Yeah.
on, yo. Yo, I was just watching the Neen Williams like a
Oh,
couple days ago.
hell yeah. Hey, well, good luck with your beats and everything, man. And keep skating, man. Go to that skate park and, click that tail around.
Click that.
All right, man.
All right.
Yo, great
Hey, have a good one. Thank you so much for calling.
Oh my God! Click that tail around.
What do you want from me, huh?
That was great.
I mean, why not?
Can
Right?
we take one more?
Let's take one more.
Let's take one more.
You should say it to every kid.
Yeah, just click that tail
Go
around.
click that tail around.
Click that tail around, man. Hey, Zach from Houston, Texas, man. Hey, we're sitting here with Mikey Alfred, Illegal Civ. You got a question for him?
Y'all are working on IC3 right now, huh?
Yep.
When do y'all think that's going to be dropping?
Very soon. Tune into Viceland, and you'll get to see it. You got to give us like maybe 4 more months.
4 more months. Now, is Vice? Well, this is on the web, right? Viceland on the web
No,
or on
this is
TV?
TV show.
television.
Who all's got full parts?
So Kevin White, Olin Prenat, Aramis Hudson,
Okay.
Ryder McLaughlin,
Yeah.
Zach Sarancino, and then Nico Haraga, Tyshawn Jones, na-kel. They'll kind of be in and out of the mix, sharing footage, da-da-da.
And Chris Roberts is going to have a bonus part in there. It's going to be great.
4-hour loop.
My man Mikey's going to film it, you know?
Which flip manual?
Switch flip, yeah. Maybe we'll get a switch flip.
Let's do
manual.
one more call. Hey, thank you so much, man. That was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. Can't wait to see that shit. The other ones are dope.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
For sure,
Have,
for sure.
have a good night, brother. You want to do one more
Let's do
call?
one more.
Okay.
Yeah.
You kind of like this.
I do
think.
like
it's
this.
kind of cool
It's
to,
cool.
you know.
It's cool to hear people's voice.
Tony from Houston,
Wasn't the
Texas.
last call from
Everybody,
Houston?
everybody, we get a lot of calls from Houston, Texas. Man, the 9 Club must be huge out there. You know? Wow.
That's because we got much love for illegal civilization out in Houston.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a 9 Club, but whatever. It's all good. It's all good. But we're sitting here with Mikey, man. You got a question?
It's all about IC.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for
yeah.
calling. It's been great. Just kidding, man. No, what's going on, man?
IC 1 and 2 changed my life, Mikey.
How did it change your life, bro?
Those 2 videos pushed me to skate and create more than anyone will ever know.
Wow.
Awesome.
Thank you, bro. That
does
means
that-
we did our job.
How does that make you feel, Mikey, when people say stuff like that?
That makes me feel validated and it reminds me that what we're doing matters. It reminds me that the quality needs to be great.
You are validated,
because people
you're
are watching.
changing skate culture day by day.
Thank you, bro.
There you go.
It's a
There
good
you
feeling.
go. You should get some phone lines at your house. You could take these calls whenever you want. Just
Yeah.
Instagram out the number, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck it. Hey, man, thanks for calling, dude. And,
Let's answer this last one.
No problem, you guys too. Have a good one.
you too, bro.
I love
want to
this.
answer the last?
Yeah, let's just do it. I don't know. It's like our Lone Ranger.
Blaze from Portland, Oregon. What's going on, man? Do you have a question for Mikey here?
Yeah, I was just wondering, like, when you started getting into filmmaking, what did you do with your, like, did you have a lack of equipment kind of setback at the beginning?
Yeah, I think every time you do something new, you have setbacks. And then the way you know if you're supposed to do it or not is if you care about the setbacks. So if you get setbacks and then you're like, oh, I care so much about this and I'm going to stop. You probably shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you start doing something and you get setbacks and you're like, don't care, I'm going to do this either way. That's what you're supposed to be doing. So I for sure dealt with setbacks, but you just work through them, and I can't even remember them because I didn't care about them when they happened.
There you go. Yeah.
Thank you, bro. Hey,
Yeah.
have a great night. Sleep tight.
Don't let the bed bugs bite. That was great,
That was
right?
fun.
How you like that?
That was cool.
That's our new feature on the 9 Club.
Yeah.
We started the Southern Show 9 Club experience, and we brought over a feature. You know?
All right. This is literally the last one.
Oh, you want to do another one?
Last one.
Okay.
Still lighting up over here.
Wow, I got to go home.
I know. It's so late.
I'm just kidding.
It's so late.
Madison from Corona, California. How you doing tonight?
What's up, Madison?
What's up?
Ask him a question. What do you got?
Like, what's your favorite thing to do, like in Illegal Civ?
My favorite thing to do on Illegal Civ is working on the short films. I think it's super fun to rehearse with actors. I think it's super fun to edit the short films. I think it's super fun to be on set, filming it and talking about the emotions. I hate getting money together for it. Can't stand that part of it. But everything else about it I think is super awesome and fun and fulfilling and sick.
How come you never asked me to be in one of these movies, you know?
It's funny, Mesa told me that back in the day when they would do Krill Tap little videos or sketches or something, he's like, you were the best dude.
I mean,
Because you didn't have to skate in them.
Yeah.
Like the best actor.
Well, you know why, though? Because I can take direction well. You know what I mean? Like, if Mesa... We call it Mesa Scorsese. Because he fucking he wanted it done a certain way.
Yep.
And I would, I would put my spin on it, too. But I would take direction from him, and they all turned out great,
Yep.
Not because of Mesa, because of me, of course.
Clearly.
Of course. Clearly.
Madison, have a great night. Sleep tight. And once again, don't let the bed bugs bite.
That's right. That's right.
Let's take one more call. Come on, fellas.
Thank
It's
you.
like a skate trick
All
when
right.
you're like,
Have a
one more,
good one.
yeah.
Tyler from New Braunfels, Texas. Yeah. How you doing tonight? Everything good?
Yes, sir. I'm pretty good.
But yeah,
I'm
we're sitting here with
definitely
Mikey. Do you have a question for him?
When everybody was kind of doubting you, what kept you going, like following your dream? Because I'm kind of in that position right now. It's like
I have
everything around me is like, stop.
I have a great someone doubting me story. So I keep bringing up this video, but when I was 13, I did Spark of Life, and it took me like 10 months to make.
Okay.
And there was this dude who worked at my local skate shop who would constantly go, hey, what's up with your video? And I would tell him, oh, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And when I got closer and closer to being done, he would go, man, you've been working on that forever, right? Yeah. And then he would say, and no one cares, right?
Oh, he would say that.
And I'm like, hey,
wow.
you don't know what people are going to think. And I'm a little kid. I'm 13.
And this dude was older.
This dude is 30-something.
30. Oh, God.
So then I have the premiere, and like 10 people come.
Oh.
So then I go, in my head, fuck, he was right.
Oh.
No one cared.
Right.
And I show the video, and then I start working on my next one, IC1.
Mm-hmm.
And that takes me forever to make. It's like a year and a half, 2 years to make it. So that whole process, every time I see him at the skate shop, he goes, what did I tell you? No one cared about Spark of Life. No one's going to care about Illegal Civ 1.
Really?
So the whole time I'm like, fuck you. I'm going to make sure 100 people come to this one and not 10.
Right.
So I'm working on the video. When it came time to make the premiere, I'm passing out flyers. I'm posting on Facebook. I made a Twitter. I did this.
You're doing it big.
And like 200 people came to the premiere.
Right.
So I introed the video. I'm really happy. All my friends are there. And the guy is in the shop. And I say his name. Let's just say John Doe for right now. I go, where's John Doe? And he raises his hand. And he's so happy. He thinks I'm about to shout him out.
Right.
And I go, fuck you.
No
Start the video.
Wow.
Amazing.
And dudes like that, you don't let it get to you and bring you down.
Right.
You just let it push you up.
Of course.
So,
What does somebody else's opinion change about what you're doing?
It means nothing.
It means nothing. Right. Right.
Opinion's like a butthole. Everybody has one.
Whoa. Whoa. Mikey, this is a family show.
and everyone thinks everyone stinks.
But so yeah, I mean, there you go. You know, don't let anybody affect what you're doing, bro. You know,
Never. Couldn't care less.
But thank you, man, for real. Like, I'm about to cry, low key.
Oh, wow.
man.
We got our first cry on the phone. Yeah. Hey, have a good one,
Thank
bro.
y'all, man.
Take it easy, all right?
Peace.
Let's wrap it up. Dude, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you.
And we can't wait for you to tell Jonah Hill to come here. I can't wait for you to ask me to be in your next movie. I mean, so many great things.
Yeah, man.
You know?
And I want to say one more time, the IC Tour is coming to a city near you. And if it's not near you, make the road trip.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth it.
It's actually starting today, Monday, the 25th.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
is it. You're on the road right now. How are you here?
Yeah, so I'm about to get on a plane. Real talk. Going to Canada.
Well, hey, good luck on that thing. Much success.
Take us with you.
Thank you so
I
much.
know.
Hey, take me with you.
Hey, let's go together.
Yeah.
No, but
Exactly.
seriously, you're the man. Dude, thank you so
Thank you,
much for
guys.
coming by.
Thank you so much.
And dude, seriously, much success with everything. You know, I know I'm going to see you on TV or something, and I'm going to be pissed because you forgot about me.
Never.
You'll be outside picking in Jonah Hill movie.
Jonah Hill didn't take me with him. You're not taking me. You know, I'm stuck here in this chair.
I'm taking you.
All right. All seriousness, good luck. Thank
you.
you so much for coming by, bro.
I'm super hyped to do this.
Hell
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Hell yeah. Mikey Alfred, everybody. Huh?
Until
Illegal
next time.
Civ.
Get tickets to the IC Tour right now. Don't play yourself.
Is there a website?
illegalcivilization.com/tour.
There you go. Boom.
Boom.